that?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Ames.
You still up, Cal? Wow.
That's burning.
You're a night owl.
You don't smell that?
Mm-hmm. What is it?
I don't know. Is it outside?
I'll smell the kitchen of the washroom.
There. What does that smell then?
Oh no, it's right here. It's hot. It's right here.
Need to turn the light off. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's the light.
Dust burning on it. Dust.
What does that smell?
Goo Bear's in there? Hey, Goo Bear. UFO, Tim, welcome. Ace, welcome. Nick Steam Toys.
He said bring the house down.
Get the full version, though. That's what I want to sign up for. But that's what I got to get. Well, late tonight. How's everybody doing?
You don't smell it?
Yeah, dude, it's coming from that. There's a little bit of dust on the bulb, and that's all it is, the dust getting hot on the bulb. Because the lamp ain't been used for so long, there's a little bit of dust, just a little bit of dust on it. But that bulb gets so hot because it's one of the old style bulbs. If you put one of the ones that don't get hot in there, it'll probably be okay. That's what it is. Ain't nothing anywhere else. I first thought it would probably be the wash machine or something, because it wasn't that. Curtis in the background. How you been doing, Goo Bear? Where you been, bud? I seen somewhere you said you're stressing out over Walmart, but I hadn't seen you on, man. You don't come in anymore. Good to have you in here. We got one, Mike Turner, welcome. So we got Mike, UFO, Ace, Nick, and Goo Bear. That's 5. We only got 2 thumbs up. So whoever forgot to put the thumbs up, please do. Somebody's forgetting to put the thumbs up. Still need like 2 more thumbs up. We got 5 people and 3 thumbs up. Always film the police, Mr. Westeno. You're stopping in real quick to say hello. Appreciate that, buddy. Mr. Westino. Darn green screen puts a dot on my head.
And you're crazy.
Look at this squirrel from her. Not even doing anything. Just no. So, don't even do it.
Hush.
Stop, Shy.
Out here fishing, getting some catfish. Hey!
Getting some catfish out of San Joe Point. I don't know how to say exactly. Joe Quinn River. I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway. Joe Quinn River in California. Sounds fun. Catfish late at night. I think, see, it's probably about, that's not too late out there. It's only 8:45.
Colorado is on fire.
That's California.
No,
California. He's in California, though.
Colorado's on fire.
I know Colorado's on fire, too, but it's only 8:45. Jen's in here. She's up late. Well, it's still early for her. It's 8:45 there, too.
Colorado's on fire.
California's got fires, too. Where'd Goo Bear go? He took off.
I don't know where he's at.
He just pops in and takes off. I guess because you didn't say anything to him, probably. You wasn't talking to him. Yeah, but I got another piece of green, but it's too dark and it's causing me fuzz. I didn't know you had to have a certain color of green. The other one was lighter. And now it's because I guess the light, I need light behind me or something because it ain't letting me have enough lights. It's got fuzz on it. The other one worked. It was lighter green. This green's darker. So it's not giving me enough light. It's causing the fuzz on it. So I don't know. I went and got me a new piece of cloth, but man, I hate to try to put another piece back. It's a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I think we need a lighter piece of cloth.
Well, you're the one that's to get the dark.
I don't know.
The other piece was like that color.
I don't know.
Or you're going to have some kind of light behind you, and I don't have no light to put behind me.
Do we have any light we can?
But this one's wider, so I don't show the wall now, which is what I need was a wider piece. So I bought a bigger piece.
Excuse me.
Let's go in the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay, and get some sturgeon and shark, but boat didn't start. I have to look at it tomorrow.
Who?
Oh, your boat wouldn't start? That's awful.
Who?
Hey, Kyle.
Oh.
Yeah, I finally caught you on there yesterday, Tim. Got to watch a little bit of it. Try to go in everybody's chat. We're doing okay, Goo Bear. I don't know, a few problems, but we're hanging in there, bud. It's good to see you, man. Cod Fishing 180. Good to see you, buddy. I seen you there in the other chat. I said hello to you. I think that was yesterday, I guess it was. Or just popped in quick to say good day. Guys, stay safe, take care. I appreciate you, buddy, coming in. Better for a short time than nothing at all. Good to see y'all dropping in. Got 10 thumbs up, and good to have you all in the chat. Been doing good. New videos coming soon. About to get into a hunting club, so hunting videos will be coming soon too. Cool. Yeah, I wonder what happened to you, buddy. You used to be on all the time. Used to be in here all the time. I hadn't seen nothing of you except that one post where you said you started Walmart. I hadn't seen too much about you. I think of everybody when I don't see them for a while, you know, all my friends and stuff. And Max, you make too much noise, boy. You barely get. I barely get on lives anymore. Wow. Mike said, I rarely get your notifications. I don't know you're live until like a day or two later. I don't get that. Hey, Half Crazy. Good to see you, man. I got to get your box boxed up here. I got to find a box for that hat and shirt so I can get it ready. Then I got to go to the post office so I can get you a total, man, for that hat and shirt. See if I can save you a couple dollars on the shipping by putting them both in together. Let's see what we can work out. I don't know. I got to have them weigh it and see what it's going to cost because it goes by the size of the box, it goes by the weight, and it goes by the distance, how far you are away, which you're quite a ways away from me. So, no, you're not in the back room. You're not in there. I don't see you down there. You're not in the basement, back room. I don't see you. I didn't even know if French put the link in here or not, but I don't see you in there. Good to see you too. Who's in the? What do you mean in the back room? You're not. I don't see you. I hate that damn blue. So that green's too dark. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's aggravating me. I ain't got enough light. I need more light behind me now for this darker green. I guess they told me I could bring the thing back and change it, but I hate to do that. But I might have to and get a lighter piece. He wants to come out of the closet. Oh, he's gay. I didn't know that. I ain't hearing you, Half Crazy. What's going on? I ain't got no sound.
Yeah, how's that?
The damn thing you're saying.
Can you hear me now?
What's wrong with our sound, Francis?
You can't hear me yet?
Sound on my computer. Huh.
Hey, Mike Turner, how you doing?
I ain't got no sound on the computer. Not one bit of sound. I can't hear a damn thing you're saying.
Mike Turner said
I can't hear him. My sound's out on my laptop for some reason. I don't have a bit of sound. I got my YouTube open and still got no sound. I might turn the TV on, I guess, to get some sound. It's going to echo back, but it's the only thing I can do. Hold on, man, because I ain't got no damn sound. I don't know what's going on. Francis, the laptop has no sound at all. I got the YouTube unmuted and I still have no sound. I can't even hear Half Crazy on the panel.
Hi.
We have no sound at all. You ain't gonna shutting it down. I don't know what to do with it. We have no sound. I see I unmuted that and I can't even hear Half Crazy and I don't have no sound at all. That means you want to turn TV on to get sound. And that's going to echo back. No, the TV's going.
Dang, you let him out of the closet.
They let you in here, Crazy?
Yeah, they let you out of the closet.
Sound.
Oh, wonder how come Rattletrap
Can you hear
the sound?
They can hear us, but we can't hear them.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Francis.
We can't hear them. Just told you. That's how I won't get any sounds. Put it on over there. Be back. Nothing I can do. You ever hear from Ken Bloggs lately or Grant McIntosh? I haven't seen them on lately. Ken Bloggs, I ain't heard from him for a while, a long time. He had cancer, and I don't know.
Can you hear me, Ace?
I haven't even seen him post on Facebook. Grant was in here the other night, a while back. He went on live the other day.
Hey, Kyle.
Can you hear me?
I haven't even seen him post on Facebook. Grant was in here the other night, a while back. He went on live the other day.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you on the TV, but it's going to echo now. But that's something I can do because I have my laptop lost sound for some reason. Yeah, I can hear you on the TV, but it's going to echo now. But that's something I can do because I have my laptop lost sound for some reason.
Hey, now, how you doing?
Hello.
Hey, now, how you doing?
Hello. Hello. I have no way to turn the sound on this laptop. There's no way to turn the sound on.
Hey, yeah, bro, how you doing?
I have no way to turn the sound on this laptop. There's no way to turn the sound on. It's already on, and it's not nothing coming
Hey,
through.
yeah, bro, how you doing?
It's already on, and it's not nothing coming through. It's already on, and it's not nothing coming through.
Yeah.
I figured you'd be in bed, Ace, for her going on this late.
No,
Go on this late.
Hush.
Go on this
Got Max or Frank?
it's like you need to fix your lighting. Your head is kind of see-through.
Got Max or Frank? Looks like he's wearing earrings.
I know. I can't. I changed the green screen today. She bought a new piece, and it's too dark, and I ain't got enough light now.
Yeah, I found that out too. I went with the dark one at first and had to go with the whiter green.
Too dark, and I ain't got enough light now.
Yeah, I found that out too. I went with the dark one at first and had to go with the whiter green.
I wish I knew. Where'd Half Crazy go?
Oh, it looks like he kicked out. So it's New Year way today, or Rattletrap.
What happened to him though? Where'd you go, Half Crazy? Where'd you go, buddy?
He's coming to my house. I'll be right back.
Nothing. I didn't get much done today. I ran to the store and got a new green piece for my screen, and then I went to pick her up some body wash and stuff. And that's the only thing we got done. We didn't get much done today. I went to a couple stores.
Anytime I go, I'm going to just be there and grab that going pop over the cold cock.
Yeah, you got fuzz in yours too on your screen too. So I guess you ain't got. Other than that, you got most of it out. It was fuzz on there.
Yeah, I still got a little bit of work to do on it.
The reason I bought a new piece because the other one wasn't wide enough and it was showing the walls on the side. So I went out and got a longer piece. So when I shipped the computer now, because I kept showing my wall on the side, and now it doesn't do that. With that part's fixed, but it's too dark.
Yeah.
But they cut this piece of cloth for me today because it was so much a yard. And they cut it for me, and I put it on the wall. And then I said, "Well, shoot." They said I could bring it back, even though they cut it. I don't know how that works, but they said I could bring it back. So maybe I'll take it back and get a lighter piece.
I sent you an invite too there today, Curtis. If you want, you can join
Bonehead Assassins, welcome, buddy.
Join the Bait Shop Mafia on Facebook. If you want, you can join
Bonehead Assassins, welcome, buddy.
Join the Bait Shop Mafia on Facebook.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even see it, but what's that do?
It's just a Facebook page that everybody's joining up on, so we can post our videos, pics, talk about fishing, and so on.
I'll have to ask her if she's seen it or whatever, because I didn't see it. I was busy earlier. I didn't get a chance to get on that live. I think we were still out when we called you. We were still out riding around, and we just pulled in by the house, and then I had to do something else, and I didn't get a chance to get. I didn't get on the computer till about just when we just got on. I wasn't even on the computer. I hadn't like 6 something when I got home, and then I didn't get on till like almost 12.
Well, that I had Mike Turner on Facebook too.
I had to unpack some stuff we bought, and then I had to put the green screen up, and I had to cook dinner.
He'll have to search for it.
Where'd you go, half crazy?
He's sitting here.
You left the chat too. He's not even in here. Half crazy. What happened to you, man?
He's sitting here next to me, smoking a cigar.
Oh, so he got off of my live stream to come up there and sit with you.
Yeah. See how he is? Told you, them old farts, you can't count on them. Pop over so you can say hello.
I did. I said hello once.
Can't count on them.
Oh,
He must really love you.
He told you.
He must really love you. He loves you. See there, he loves you. He loves you more than he does me. See,
They
he
come
loves
up
you.
to your
See,
stream for a couple of seconds and then they take off. Harass the neighbor.
Harass my neighbor. Good.
so what are you doing, Goo Bear? Are we still in there, bud? No. Mike Oxlong. Hello, how are you tonight? No. Mike Oxlong. Hello, how are you tonight? No. Mike Oxlong. Hello, how are you tonight? Mike Oxlong. Hello, how are you tonight? Mike Oxlong. Hello, how are you tonight? Mike Oxlong. Hello, how are you tonight?
And you got quite the echo there.
He's playing his work on TV.
And you got quite the echo there.
Him on his laptop or something. I'm wondering if his
I'm echoing.
Yep. It's like a slight squeal.
I'm echoing.
Yep. It's like a slight squeal. Yep. Like a slight squeal.
for our first ice fishing trip video.
See, I ain't got no sound on my laptop, so there ain't nothing I can do because I had to turn the TV on. That's what screwed me up. And I don't know where my sound went on my laptop. It's screwing up or something.
You got YouTube at all running in the background that's trying to feed through YouTube instead of StreamYard?
That's what screwed me up. And I don't know where my sound went on my laptop. It's screwing up or something.
You got YouTube at all running in the background that's trying to feed through YouTube instead of StreamYard?
No, because I ain't got no sound on the laptop, so it ain't picking up the sound off of YouTube.
Huh.
No, because I ain't got no sound on the laptop, so it ain't picking up the sound off of YouTube. Lynn Leaper, welcome.
Hey, Lynn.
Is it better now?
You sound a little better.
Lynn Leaper, welcome.
Hey, Lynn.
Is it better now? Is it better now?
You sound a little better. Hey, Lynn.
Is it better now? Mike Oxlong, hey buddy, how are you? I can't get none of these channels. I don't know if I got Mike Oxlong or not. I can't. I don't know if I can copy this channel and see if I can. It ain't letting me do that either. I don't know if I got Mike Oxlong or not. I can't. I don't know if I can copy this channel and see if I can. It ain't letting me do that either. I can't find Mike Oxlong's. I can't find Mike Oxlong's. I don't see your channel, Mike Oxlong. I was going to try to add you, bud, but I don't see it. I was going to try to add you, bud, but I don't see it. Have you got any content on your page, Mike Oxlong? Do you have a channel or not, bud? Because I can't find your channel. Have you got any content on your page, Mike Oxlong? Do you have a channel or not, bud? Because I can't find your channel. I can't find his channel, so I don't know. I can't find his channel, so I don't know. Oh, you just joined YouTube October 15th, 2020. It says you just joined YouTube about a week ago. Well, you just joined YouTube October 15th, 2020.
I've been on YouTube a lot longer than that.
About a week ago.
I've been on YouTube a lot longer than that.
No, I'm talking about Mike Oxlong. He's a brand new channel. No, I'm talking about Mike Oxlong. He's a brand new channel. ACC Gaming, welcome. Hey, Jeff, welcome, buddy. Good to see y'all tonight. Good to have you in here, Jeff. Thanks for coming in, man. ACC Gaming. Hey, Jeff, welcome, buddy. Good to see y'all tonight. Good to have you in here, Jeff. Thanks for coming in, man. Good to see y'all tonight. Good to have you in here, Jeff. Oh, yeah. Well, what's wrong with this thing? I think. Oh, yeah. ACC Gaming, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, ACC, how's it going tonight?
I don't know where Francis went to. Hold on a minute. You got to find what Francis is doing. I don't see her nowhere. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I had to check on where Francis went. She went out with the dog. I just want to make sure she's okay. Oh. Okay, I'm back, y'all. I had to check on where Francis went. She went out with the dog. I just want to make sure she's okay. Oh, he hadn't tried to come up. What's going on? Wait a minute. I got to read this stuff. High 28 next Monday makes fishing cold. Good in you. Oh, he hadn't tried to come up. What's going on? What's the fishing truck? Why is that fishing trucker? He's sheltered. What's that mean? What's the fishing truck? Why is that fishing? How you doing, Curtis? Oh no, Ace Buttercup is in the house. Okay. Well, you know him personally, Jeff? Because I don't even know him. It's the first time I think I've seen him, but I don't know. It says he just started his channel, Jeff, October 15th, 2020. He just started channel about a week ago. Let me put his link up here. Let's see if I can get it again. I gotta buy this this program, this go to channel program. I need to buy it.
Not a clue. How's it going, buddy?
A day, and I gotta buy this. Yeah, if you go in the about section of Mike Oxlong, he just got his channel like a week ago. Yeah, if you go in the about section. This is Mike Oxlong's channel right here. The link I just put in is Mike Oxlong's. That's Mike Oxlong's link. He just started his channel a week ago. So anybody wants to check it out can check it out.
Not a clue. Come
Hands-on
on,
fishing, welcome. That way you can check it out, Jeff. Backroads and Bass, welcome, buddy.
Hey, Backroads and Bass.
That way you can check it out, Jeff. Not a Clue's in here too.
Yeah, not a
Clue's
in here.
There he is. Not a Clue. Fishing raid. Thank you for the raid. I didn't know Not a Clue was on tonight. I didn't know you was on. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, Francis was in your chat earlier. She said you had the presidential debate on there. Yeah, that's right. Francis was in your chat earlier. I thought Tuesday night was your night, though. I didn't know you went on Thursday night, buddy. I was talking to Ace earlier, and he said he didn't know anybody was on Thursday night, and I didn't know you was on tonight. But she said you was on because you told me you went on Tuesday night. I checked for you Tuesday night. I was going to go on Tuesday night. I looked for you about 8 o'clock, and I didn't see you, so I went on live about 10 Tuesday night. I was going to go on Tuesday night. I looked for you about 8 o'clock, and I didn't see you, so I went on live about 10 Tuesday night. Yeah, I know he don't have any videos. He just started his channel like October 15th, 20. That's why I didn't know how Jeff knew him or whatever, but that's what I was checking on. It's good to have you in here, Jen. I've been wondering how you've been doing. Appreciate you being in here. Metal Detecting North Carolina. Not a Clue Fishing Raid. Thank you, Not a Clue, for bringing all these people in. Thank you, Metal Detecting, for coming in, man. Appreciate that. Backroads and Bass for coming in. Hands on Fishing. Appreciate you coming in. Backroads and Bass coming in. Hands on Fishing. Appreciate you coming in. Say his name. Say his name. Wait a minute. Say his name. Say his name. Wait a minute. I'm losing that here. Let me go back up here. I'm losing that here. Let me go back up here. Oh no. You must just be talking about the last part of the name because the first part Mike won't have nothing to do with.
I think he's talking about hands-on.
You must just be talking about the last part of the name. The first part Mike won't. Do you see anything dirty with the last name Ox Long Ace Catfishing?
No. Hey, Captain, finally you come up. How
There
you
you
doing,
go.
buddy? No.
Yeah, so you're right, Rattletrap. Normally I go live Tuesdays at 8, but I was out. I didn't make it back from fly fishing in time this Tuesday, so I didn't go live. And then
Bait the hook. Welcome, brother.
Tonight I was going to watch the presidential debate anyway, and Backroads recommended I go live while watching it, so that's how that happened. And somebody has their TV on or something in the background. I can hear there's an echo.
Yeah, Rattletrap's not getting any sound through his laptop, so he put it through his television.
Gotcha.
But when you guys go to vote for the new president, whoever you're going to vote for, make sure you vote Not a Clue for fly fishing president.
I'm a write-in candidate.
Yeah. He likes to throw that fly rod out there and make it really fly.
Yeah.
Hey, was that water a little wet? Did it actually come over the bibs today?
Yes, the water came over the bibs, in the bibs. I was soaking wet.
I was laughing so hard when you fell out there in the middle.
Yep. Well, what's funny is, waterproof stuff does a really good job of keeping water out, but also when you get water in it, it does a good job of keeping it in.
Yeah.
Like I was telling my buddy, technically a cup is waterproof, and cups do a really good job of holding drinks. So I was holding a lot of water after falling in.
Getting the fly fishing down a little bit. You were keeping that fly up in the air pretty good there.
Yeah, the casting wasn't too hard, and I got to where I was like doing it backhanded. I was doing some backhand casting. That actually wasn't too bad. It was all about having the right equipment, though.
That's the most fun of fly fishing to me, is just keeping that fly up there until you get it where you want it.
Well, there's that, and they do it to keep it dry. To dry it off is also what they're doing, making sure you get the line good and dry so that it floats.
Yeah.
So, and there's like a wax type stuff that you put on the fly and all that stuff to help it stay afloat and so that it doesn't get wet. And then when you get it in the air, you're kind of getting all the water and all that stuff off of it. And then you get your distance and you put it where you want it.
Yeah, my dad used to be able to put a cup 50 foot away from him. He dropped that fly into a cup every time.
That's crazy. How's it going, Half Crazy?
We get not a clue. I see throwing you ride in the water help teach you how to catch fly fish, huh?
I didn't throw it in the water. It was close, though.
Hey, hands on.
Hey,
Oh, just hanging out.
Well, hey, stranger.
Back again.
Yeah.
Well, we raided, so we brought them all with us, and here we are on the panel.
Right. I think
Welcome, hands on to the panel,
Thanks,
buddy.
so not cool. When you gonna come to Wisconsin and go ice fishing?
I think Backroads is going to come up.
That'd be cool if he does.
Definitely appreciate it.
I ain't got a clue. When you gonna come to Wisconsin and go ice fishing with us?
Man, I don't want to do any ice fishing. You know what? That's a lie. I'd love to try it. Just like any kind of fishing, I'd like to try it. I just hate cold weather.
I'm 100% with my neighbor that's right next door, and like case in point, like I'd love to try it, but
Heck, if
I
y'all,
don't like that cold. I just
Now,
went
do you do
swimming
it-
Sunday. I just went swimming Sunday. My phone went off the kayak, and I just jumped off the kayak.
Half Crazy, do you do it inside of one of those little, I don't know what
yeah,
you
I got a
call them.
little portable 2-man ice house I stay in. But
Got
if it's nice outside, I'll stay outside on the ice.
Yeah, now if it's nice out, now like when I was in Sweden, it was beautiful out. Everything was frozen, but the temperature outside was really nice. You just wear like a sweatshirt and a pair of jeans, and it was really nice out. So
You and me have a different interpretation of what's really nice out there.
I was going to
Yeah,
go
this
out and
is
do
true.
some ditch pickle fishing the other day and got down there and the wind picked up. It was cold up here with the snow on the ground.
oh yeah.
See, he's talking about snow, and I was talking about swimming on Sunday.
We got snow here right now.
If you guys ever tried ice fishing, you'd be hooked on it.
If you put me on a bunch of crappie or some perch or something like, I mean, you put me on a bunch of like some fat perch coming out, I might freeze my nuts off with you. I'm not gonna lie.
I got one lake 9 miles west of me. I go to Lake Altoona. It's got some nice 2.5, 3 pound perch in it.
See, he's talking about
Nice
2.5, 3 pound
crappie.
perch, and it's like citation where I came from was 11 inches.
And then we got about 14 miles away. We got Lake Eau Claire, and it's got nice perch and crappie and bluegill in it.
Yeah, I like me some good eating fish.
What's funny is hooked into about a 20-pound northern one, 6-pound cast line, and a little bitty ice fishing pole.
Yeah, I think it would be fun to try. I'd like to do like an ice fishing catch and cook. Because, the fish are so cold, that meat's got to be nice and flaky, and just I bet it's fantastic.
Oh, they taste 100% better through the ice than they do on open water. I take a panfish or crappie, bluegill, perch, anything like that. I'll take them out of the ice any day over open water.
Never had them that way, so I can't tell. But I do know them panfish are the better eaten ones.
Yeah, to me, it seems like it makes sense that if they're in that cold water, that, you know what I mean? It just seems like that thermal climate of the cold water would make it a better, cleaner taste.
I've heard it's the food too. I mean, when they're in that warmer weather, they're eating more bugs and stuff like that, and it tends to make the meat not as good as if they're eating on more of what they're eating in the colder weather too.
Pretty much anything that comes up through the ice is a lot better tasting than without it.
Well, us Southern boys don't know about that ice.
Too shy my butt, Backroads. Come on up.
Now, I'll catch me some 6-pound bass without blinking an eye.
Right.
but I can't catch no 1 pound.
Jeff's been up here before, back roads.
So I'll give it to you Northerners because I can't catch no 1 pound perch, and I would love to be catching 1 pound perch all day sometimes.
Oh, they're common up here all the time, bigger perch.
Yeah, that's a dream. That, like I said, I was in Virginia when I caught the 11.5-inch perch that I didn't even know was citation, and I found out later was citation, and I mean that wasn't even a pound. So
what does citation mean?
So basically, citation means you can get it recorded as you caught a big enough fish to be recorded in like the newspaper and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Oh, is that your ice fishing reel?
That's one of them. I only got, what, 13 of them?
They look like kids' reels.
Just pick the bucket up there half crazy and you show the whole bucket at once.
The whole bucket.
Oh, wow.
Woo! This man's set.
So do you have those
catfish
automatic?
rig.
Do you have those automatic things that like flip it up?
Yeah, he's got another bucket full of them too.
What are those things called?
Tippets.
Tip ups. There you go.
Okay. I thought they were tip-its, but okay, tip-ups. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen those because I've watched ice fishing. I enjoy ice fishing when I'm watching it from my warm desk at home.
Tell me about it. That's the way I like to watch it too. I like watching them catch those big, nice slabs that I want to eat, not
Right.
cold.
I'll be right back. I gotta put these away. The cat's wanting to play with them.
Next thing you know, he's got a cat with a bunch of lures stuck in it.
His cat would too.
I think I could do the tip-up fishing in the fact of, okay, let me set up basically like catfishing, and
Yep.
let me set a bunch of rigs out and let me go sit next to the fire.
Exactly.
Rigs sit out, and when the little flag pops up, I'll go running away from the fire and go deal with the fish.
Exactly.
The next warm, I've got a couple of ice fishing rods here. The next warm day we get, I'm going to actually do a cat fishing video using the ice fishing rod.
Oh,
There you go. There's my little buggy.
I heard a German Shepherd, I think.
Yeah, it's Maxie. It's Maxie boy.
Yeah. I know that sound.
I got mine locked outside.
Yeah, my cat's is pure black. Now, he's the character. Now, have you ever heard of a cat not eating raw fish? I give him a piece of raw fish, he will not eat it. But if I cook it and then give it to him, he'll sit there and eat the whole damn thing.
Oh, he's one of them highfalutin cats.
Yeah, when knocked it out back on, and I come back on, knocked myself out of the StreamYard back on, and started working.
Oh, your audio's working now?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well,
good.
It was something to do with StreamYard. It was something to do with StreamYard when I come in. I went out of StreamYard for a minute, and I come back in, and it worked.
Yeah, just a glitch.
I still think we are running out of clue for president.
Hey, that was a good debate tonight, though. That was awesome. I'm glad that
Yeah.
so
Come on
many
up, Jeff. Come on up, Jeff.
I do believe it.
They
was
want you up. They
better
want you
than
up
the
first,
last
Jeff.
one, but
Yeah, it was definitely better than the last one. It was.
What are you laughing at him for?
it's funny
I'm
because
on back roads. I
while
popped the
that
link up
debate
to
was
get up
going
here.
on, I was in a debate with one of my
Hands one's in there, man.
Oregon West Coast cousins about the oil tanker in South Africa or South America that's about to spill.
Yeah.
And I was in a debate with her about how is that
Hey.
our fault as Americans when we're already one of the cleanest countries in the world anyways.
Right.
Which then went into the Green New Deal and all that shit because they're in Oregon. And I
Yep.
just went back to her. I was like, once again, I'm a hardcore environmentalist, but my state is cleaner than not necessarily your state, but the one right below you over there on the West Coast. Freaking as much as they run up all their stuff about straws and all this other crap, they have more feces and trash going into their bodies of water than any other state in like America.
So I guess if back roads ain't gonna pop up here, I'm gonna have to ask you this question, not a clue.
What's
We
that?
haven't been kept up on that lure challenge
Yeah,
yet.
Flow
Who's got
Rider
it
caught.
now?
Flow Rider caught today. He did his video tonight. He did it on a live stream. He caught 3, I think.
How'd I miss that live? Because I'm subscribed. How'd I miss that live?
Yeah,
stream?
I missed it too, man. I kept going to his channel just to check and see because I saw the video where he had received the bait. So the past couple of days I've been checking just to see if he goes live. Well, literally, I had gone to his channel, checked it. Nothing had been posted. I didn't know he was going to do it live. So, but nothing had been posted. So I went out, and about an hour later, Backroads texted me and said, "Hey, Flo just caught something on a live stream with the lure." I was like, "Dang it, I had just checked it." So, and then by the time I got back to my desk, it was already over. And I think he caught 3. It might have been 2, but I mean, he caught a couple of decent ones. One of them was close to 2 pounds.
I seen the video where the guy just before him got that pike
That
on
big pike.
it. Yeah.
Yep. That was Fishing Trucker. He's in here.
Section 8 got one.
Jeff, Backroad said you had to do it first. He said, Backroad said you go up and he'll come up, Jeff. That's what he said.
Oh Lordy, Backroads is just scared.
Nah,
Yeah,
Backroads.
but he said you first, Jeff, up there. He said at 12:25. He said you first, Jeff.
Fiddle faddle on the Jeffness. The Backroads is just straight scared. He can't get up here. He can't compete with my beautiful looks.
Jeff ain't scared. I don't know why he won't come up. He ain't scared.
Backroads just don't want to come up because he can't compete with us catfishermen.
Oh, was it 2 Fishing Trucker? I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3, but yeah.
I'm surprised I'm able to do this because I got stage fright. I cannot get on a stage and speak or sing or nothing on the stage. I just freeze. So I'm surprised.
See, I'm just the opposite. I'm much better with. I like to talk in front of. I've given speeches in front of groups of over 250 people. I have no problem with getting up on stage and talking. One-on-one, I get all awkward and stuff. I don't do well one-on-one.
I don't have issues with either.
Yeah, but see, the only problem with that, you getting up on stage and talking to them 250 people, you're a bass fisherman, so everything you say, nobody can make sense of.
Well, I don't talk about fishing. I'm talking about driving stuff. I do know. I had to stand up in front of it was a NASCAR event, and I had to get up in front of all 250 NASCAR people.
Man.
I got the damn back screen going.
We'll cut 2 bass on that spinner today, babe, on a live stream.
Yeah, for me, when it comes to
when I ran in hobby stocks and wound up rolling over.
You just look at them and you act like they're not there.
Yeah, I totally destroyed that car when it went over.
I'm going to talk about what I got to talk about. Whether y'all care about it, I don't care. This is what I'm going to talk about, and you can get over it.
I do just the opposite, man. I pick people out in the crowd, and I'll talk to them. I'll call people out. I engage.
Really?
Yeah, man. I'll engage with the crowd. I love it.
Yeah. No, for me, it was the opposite. I just had to go, you know what? I know what I'm saying is good, so I don't care what any of you think. And I just literally look past every single one of them, and I just say what I'm going to say, roll with it, and that is what it is.
Well, see, the thing is, what really will get a lot of people uncomfortable is if you have to take questions. And see, you got to know that you know what you know. And I've had to do that a lot, especially in my industry where I'm open for questions. And I just got a room full of people that are asking questions and you got to answer and stuff. And, sometimes the hardest room to do that in is a room full of your peers.
And it's funny because it's usually a room of about 15, 20 people when I get questioned like that.
Yeah, and
it's not for fishing for me. For me, it's for construction. And I mean, I've been doing shop classes of high school from every year that I could do it. I got a 2-year college degree while in high school in construction trades. I mean, I've been doing it my whole life. I've never done anything else. So you start questioning me and something like that, and I can really start to so I don't really have a lot of issues with it. And so when people start really questioning me out, it's like, oh, yeah. And the beauty of it is most of the time when I'm doing that, it's with box stores that are trying to call me out. And needless to say, they don't know shite.
Right.
So they start trying to call me out, and I'm like, Well, yeah, no, it hasn't been that way for 20 years, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, my first presentation that I ever had to do, I will admit I was pretty nervous. I didn't let it show on the outside, but I was only 22, I think.
Yeah.
And I was working in the semiconductor industry, and I had to give a presentation to a room full of Asians that had come over about this product. Well, my engineering lead wanted me to get up and do this particular talk, and they told me at the time I had an earring. I still had an earring in my left ear, and they were like, "You're going to have to take your earring out because it's offensive or something like that." So I had already been mingling around the room. Then they told me before I get up to the presentation, I got to take my earring out. So I take the earring out. I go up. I do the presentation. I had to use a translator too, which was weird because a lot of them didn't speak English at all. So I do the presentation, I get done, and only one guy came up and asked me a question. He comes up with the translator. He comes up and he asked me a question, and it looked really serious. Like, the way that the Japanese talk, it just sounded like a very serious question. And I looked at the translator, and she said, he wants to know why you took your earring out. Like, that was his question for me, is he wanted to know why I took my earring out.
Yeah, from what I've seen on most of it, yeah, no, but it's like freaking it's like the critics of a movie. Are they ever right? No, they're just horribly off on what people are usually interested or concerned about.
Right.
And I mean, and I guess that's why that's why when I went into doing YouTube, I did it the same way. Where it was just, I mean, I almost kind of looked just right past the camera. And I just do what I'm doing. I mean, I don't care if 15 people watch it. I don't care if 1 million people watch it. I'm just gonna do the video the same way.
I wish 1 million people would watch my stuff.
God, I wish that. That'd be awesome. But that's why I got to do it the same way every time. So,
right.
hey,
I got one roll here.
one's gonna blow up viral.
That's
It's
the
gonna
one.
be saved every other video on my channel.
So, not a clue. What got you to decide to go into fly fishing?
One of my driving buddies, a guy that I actually now hire to do events and stuff. He used to live in Montana, and he did a lot of fly fishing out there. And he's been trying to get me to go fly fishing for years. So he finally hit me up and said, "Hey, we need to go fly fishing this year." He had an event that he was doing up in North Carolina for the past few months, and he'd been driving past this river a bunch, and he was like, "Man, we got to go up there and go." So I did.
Did the roll cast work better for you in the current?
No, the roll cast sucks. And actually, the guy that was telling me, kind of teaching me at the outfitting place, he was saying, yeah, you don't want to use the roll cast with what I was doing. I didn't need to use the roll cast. So
correct. I mean, for the popper, I didn't see it because the popper is going to create drag on the beginning of your roll.
Well, no, not even with the popper. He was saying with the fly, the type of fishing that I was doing for the trout, with the type of rod, the type of line, the flies, the package that I was going to need to use. He said roll casting wasn't what you needed to do. So I didn't do it. And then he taught me somebody had said something about 10-2 in one of my in one of my comments. And that's exactly what he said. He said it's kind of like a 10-2 position.
Jess Fish did, and I confirmed that he was correct. Because as you know from my video, I went out with a guy who was a little more experienced. And I went out without having I watched nothing. And went out with the first day advice. And that it was literally just that much. Like, he was like, that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
You don't really need any more than that. And the line does the rest of it.
Well, and the biggest thing that he taught me was what I also saw in videos is when you go back is you got to wait.
Yes.
You got to be patient and wait on the line to get back there and then come forward. It's not just this constant back and forth. It's a patient pause and then forward and then back here, pause and then forward. And it worked out great. And like I was telling Ace a minute ago, I actually really enjoyed doing it backhanded this way. It was,
of course you would.
I see you picked up on the feeding the line off the reel too, stripping it off as you were throwing it back and forth and pulling the line to let it feed out instead of pulling it all out at once like you were doing on the bank.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you've watched the video, because I have not watched the video yet. So in the video where you were out, you got better at getting the overhead and stripping as you were doing the overhead?
What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Rattletrap's got something
Oh,
rattling.
Oops. Let me shut
There
the
you go.
Oops.
What'd you say?
So I haven't watched your newest video, but while you were out on the river, so you got better with the overhead and while stripping while doing the overhead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was letting out line while I was whipping it in the air, letting out the line, and then I'd put it where I wanted. And I was even doing that backhand.
Okay, because that was one of the things I was going to point at, but it kind of got explained already, where if we kind of want to start with a little bit, you start with about 2-3 foot laying down of your feet, work that out. Once you get that going, then you start stripping out more as that's going. So it sounded like you
Yeah.
started to figure that out a little more.
Yep. And it's one of those things too. You do start to figure it out. It's one of those things you kind of got to feel it to totally get it. You know what I mean? Like somebody can talk you through it and show it to you, but it's one of those things that, all right, all that aside, it's a tactile experience. You need to feel it and experience it to really kind of get that muscle memory.
And that's kind of why I was telling you in the video before you went out, which, like you said, you kind of waited last minute, because I would have gotten with you 1 minute before you went out, but it would all it took was somebody giving you that little bit of here's this, here's that while in practice, and then you were very quickly, easily able to put it into what you were doing. And I had a feeling if I was able to get with you before you went, I could have gotten that just that little bit you were missing to work, because that's all it took me was getting with that one guy, and he was like,
Yep.
look, this, and this, and it was like, okay. Because I did it all in my video. I mean, you saw my video where it was just, I literally went from barely working the cast from what I'd seen on just TV to him standing there going, here's where you need to change here, here's where you need to change there. And then I picked it up and I was like,
there's nothing like some good one-on-one instruction.
Yeah, exactly. And it was just like, but you, and like I told you, the fly fisherman, from what I've noticed, if you go into fly fishing, it's not as easy as picking up any fishing rod. It takes a little more. So you tend to get a little more into a person who is truly into fishing to even begin to pick up a fly rod. So from what I've noticed, fly fishermen are much more willing to show someone how to fly fish because they've even gone into the aspect of picking up the rod in the first place. And it shows you're much more willing to be into the sport, respect the fish, respect everything, just in picking up the rod in the first place.
Well, I did find out some good news. My rods that I picked up on Craigslist, good news, bad news. So the bad news was the rods were neither rod that I needed. The St. Croix rod was a 910, so it was way too heavy. It's made for like catching big tarpon.
Yeah, because I have a 5-weight.
And then my other one is a 5.6, which is used for bass fishing, and it's a 5.6 all bamboo rod. So the guy told me, he said, look, that bamboo rod, when it was brand new, that's a $400 rod. The St. Croix rod that I have is a $290 rod. And then the reel that I have is a vintage 3.5, and they still go for $85 to $120 depending on how condition. And mine is like brand new mint. I paid $170 for all 3 pieces.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that was a steal. That St. Croix rod is, well, I'd use it for steelhead and salmon around here.
Yeah. So I've got some nice equipment. But when I got there, I was like, so in line, because the reel that I use, I can't remember the name of it. But the reel came with string and everything already spooled onto it.
Which it looks like good floating line, like I was telling you, which is basically like your bobber/strike indicator. Because my buddy, who's a big fly fisherman, was running. He was like, "Oh, when you get into fly fishing, everything has fancy technical terms to it and everything." And he was like, "But it's basically your strike indicator is your floating fly line."
Well, apparently my line was way too heavy for everything. Apparently,
Really?
because the reel, all the line and everything that came on it was set up for the St. Croix, which was set up for tarpon or some big fish. So everything was way too heavy for what I was doing. So I went in and bought a new rod and reel combo in the bait shop. So I spent another $200 getting another rod and reel.
Christmas is coming around the corner. I'm just putting that out there.
Oh, jeez. I was like, you got to be kidding me. But I'll tell you, it made all the difference in the world when I put and the new rod that I got. It's a 4-piece rod and reel.
Mine's like a 6-piece or some crap. Like,
yeah, I put that sucker together, got it all dialed in, and what a difference, dude! I mean, it was like I was casting in no time. It was definitely worth it.
I have a 5-weight. I think it's a bamboo, but I have a 5-weight like Cobell or something. I showed in that one list. It's a funky one. I looked it up. It's pretty decent for what I was doing. Man, catching crappie on it, they felt huge. Or a little bluegill, I'll say, but catching a little bluegill on it, they felt huge. So, but for whipping little lightweight flies around, it was a very good rod for learning how to flip lightweight flies around. But the guy I was with literally told me if I wanted to start flipping heavier poppers and things like that for bass, I would probably need to get a slightly heavier duty rod.
Yeah, my new rod that I bought it's an Orvis Encounter. And it's a 5-weight. It's an 8-foot 6-inch 5-weight.
Okay. And that's what you were rocking everything with?
That's what I had, and that's what I was using in the video.
Because that's literally what mine is an 8-foot 5-weight. So frick, maybe I can catch some bass on mine or something. I don't know.
But yeah, it was $180 or something like that. Basically $200.
That's about what mine was. I got mine for $40 on Let Go.
Nice. Well, mine is literally packed up and back in the original box.
Sounds like you.
Because I was determined by the end of that, I was like, I'm selling it all. This sucks.
I get you back into it.
But I think if I use it at my lake or at a lake or something,
that's why I almost hit you up today. And I almost brought the flat rod with me. I was like, yeah, we're gonna make a video. The two of us are gonna catch some bluegills on the flat rod.
Yeah.
I know if we go to Oak Grove, which still isn't far from you. I know if we go to Oak Grove, we can do it some.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I got to go to my buddy's pond too. I still haven't fished it yet.
I know, man. You gotta invite me to that sucker one day.
Yep. I haven't even gone over there myself.
So the bass were somewhat struggling, or
where?
At your buddy's pond.
No, he said they're great. He said he's got huge bass in there.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
They're struggling in my pond.
Yes, I know. We've been working on your pond. It'll be interesting. You know what I really want to do? I got a bunch of tree limbs and stuff out here. I want to make some structure to sink out in your pond.
My HOA would freak their freaking minds out.
How do they know?
Well, yeah, we'd have to get out there and do it where they wouldn't know.
I mean, I want to drop it in the middle. I mean, just a couple cinder blocks with some tree limbs coming out and just drop them in the center there.
Yeah, we'll have to sneak them into the John boat.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, just drop them in the John boat and drop like 3 or 4 of them out there in the center, maybe. Just enough to start attracting some bait fish. I mean, it's just something to give some bait fish to conjugate on, which will give the big fish to hit them. And it's a whole chain, man.
Yeah. Well, I sent the HOA an email the other day saying, hey, look, I actually showed them a picture of that bass that I caught and how skinny it was. And
yeah, that'll probably help more than anything.
Well, I'm pleading with them to, get this lake stocked. So, but they haven't even bothered responding to my email.
Or at least let you?
Oh, well, I mean, I want them to.
If they give you permission, you and me can go cast net several other locations. And as long as we have location or permission, state-wise, legally, we're good to bring in new bluegills.
Oh, I'm not worried about permission for that. If I do it myself, yeah, I'll just cast net a bunch and stick them in. I'm not worried about getting permission.
Well, we can start doing all that, and let's just start rocking it.
Backroad said it just seems like too much work fly fishing. I can cast a fluke 20 times before you get everything ready. And that's my issue with it, Backroads. I said that in my stream. It's so much stuff to do, especially if you're going to do it in a river, because you got to put on the the waders, then you got to put on the waterproof boots, and you got to have whatever you're going to carry all your freaking fly gear with. And then you get out there, and you can only carry one rod because, I mean, maybe you could carry two. So that means if you want to change baits, you got to freaking untie or cut and retie. And it's just way too much effort, man.
And
Keep that thought there. Keep that thought back,
right?
Keep
What's
that
that,
thought there,
Fraser?
not a crew. All you need there, not a clue, is a vest with pockets, because the waders don't do you any good anyway. We seen that today.
Hey, if you watch the video all the way through, you'll see at the end, I ended up going in with just my shorts. I didn't have waders on. I was just out in the cold water up to my thighs with no waders on, just a pair of shorts.
Of course
No,
you
see,
are.
like I said,
Did your waders get full of water when you fell down that one time?
Huh?
Did your waders get full of water that time you fell down?
Yeah, but the thing is, the waders actually, because they're thermal, they heated up the water, so I stayed warm. But eventually, I just took the freaking waders off and just walked in with my shorts on.
so see, you just need that life vest with all the pockets.
Right. Once your legs go numb, you don't notice the cold.
No, I still do. I can't talk too much because I got the video coming out, but yeah, after I went swimming and continued to fish afterwards, yeah, I could only fish before so long before I was like, you know what, I'm just too cold being wet.
Right.
I was like 5, 6 years old, and my dad hands me a spinning rod and spinning reel. Sends me out there. He says, "You practice with this, keeping that fly up overhead." He says, "You get that down pat, I'll buy you a fly rod." And I think I practiced for 2 days and I got my fly rod.
Wow.
That's what the guy I was with said. He was like, the best thing you can practice is working it back and forth over your head, not even casting it in front of you. Just work it back and forth and be able to keep it above, like floating while casting back and forth.
Yep, that's what I did at the store at that outfitter's place. He just had me outside in the grass.
Hey, Sassy, how you doing?
Back and forth.
Hey, Sassy,
my dad
welcome
used
to the
say,
chat.
you know,
Good to see you
practice with
tonight.
the spinning rod because everybody's got them. He says that's the easiest way to learn because then you're not spending the money right away to buy that.
Yeah, but the lines
fly rod.
But the line's totally different. Are you talking about putting the
string the fly rod onto a spinning rod?
Gotcha.
Did you not see CCB running that?
Weren't running what?
He was recently talking about how he was thinking about re-rigging a spinner reel with some fly line.
No, that doesn't surprise me though. He's always, anytime he sees something going on, he's ready to jump on that train.
I caught it in one of his recent videos. He was talking about doing it. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that.
The only thing I hate about fly fishing is on the end of that line there, before you tie your leader to it, you've got that little metal clip that pushes into the plastic fly line. I used to poke the crap out of myself all the time with that.
I didn't have any metal. Everything on mine was all tied.
All mine was all tied.
You didn't buy the little insert clips to go into the end of the line?
Nope.
Huh.
No, I did a blood knot and just did a blood knot tie on everything.
And I got mine pre-rigged from Craigslist, and it still had tippet on the end, and I haven't had to re-rig any new tippet. And I'm scared shitless when I finally have to.
Yeah, just do a blood knot. It's pretty easy, and it's pretty seamless. Yeah, I've got tippet. I've got leaders. I got everything.
We got a company here in Strum, and they take in deer every deer season. You guys should look for the same thing. Look for one of them companies. They'll dye the tails different colors, deer tails, and then cut and make your own flies. That's when it really gets fun.
Nope. I have no desire to make my own flies.
When you start catching fish on your own homemade fly, that's when it's a blast.
And every fly fisherman I have talked to says that that's where it's at. I just don't see me getting there. For the love of fishing, I'll spot him up now. I can't put his link in here because I'm not running anything. If I was, I would. But he's a really small channel, just slowly building his thing. But
You can pick
that's
up
where
a
he's
nice.
at. He's all about fly fishing, making his own flies. He's all about all that. He would much rather go do all of that than go bass fishing. And the man has a bass boat with the the trolling motor and the Garmin depth finders and all that mess, and the man would much rather go fly fishing. And I'm like, hell no, let's take this thing out and let's go hit Hartwell and catch a whole shoot ton of spots. Because I would love to go out there and kill the spots.
I was looking around the shop over here. You can pick up the basic fly tying kit for $49. I mean, it's got everything: your vise, your clip, your wire, string loom, the glue, the whole 9 yards. And it's a blast doing it.
Just like I wouldn't want to paint my own bass lures or anything. I have no desire to do that.
I don't do that either.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I did it, I might do it for a video here or a video there, but that would be the extent of it. Like,
well, and that's doing it for a video, but like, I don't want to do it to go fish. No, there's companies out there that do a really good job making all that stuff. I'll just buy their stuff.
I just go buy theirs. You know those boys called Strike King and Hoogan and Booyah? They seem to have it mastered.
Ace, are we ever going to get a ditch pickle video from you? You need to back up your claims.
Soon. I went out the other day. Like I said, I was going to do it. But when that wind picked up coming off the dam end of the pond out here, it was just too dang cold. Time to get back in the truck and go home.
Hey, Rattletrap, you need to quit talking so much.
Well, I shut it off because I didn't want to interrupt y'all.
Well, we don't want to dominate, but
I appreciate having a good panel and y'all coming in. I mean, I appreciate it. I like sitting back and listening to y'all. Makes it easier for me, and I appreciate having y'all up here. I really appreciate it a lot, man. It means a lot.
Oh yeah,
I come in all the time and try to steal Curtis's show.
Bait the Hook actually just mentioned something in there that I think he mentioned it in my channel or some other thing when I'd never heard of it before. When he said they use a worm blower, I had never heard of that before, but that's freaking funny.
I've never
a worm blower. If you don't, either. Yeah, you've never heard of that. So apparently, it's basically like a syringe, and you take.
No, it basically looks something like this, but smaller and skinnier. And it's got a needle up here. You slide it into the fatty part of the worm, and then you just squeeze the bottle, and it blows a bubble into the nightcrawler or worm, and then it helps that worm or nightcrawler float.
Okay, I've seen it. I didn't know the terminology for it.
Ghostly Graham, welcome, bud.
I actually have a couple of them out in my crappie tackle box.
I don't fish with live bait, so I wouldn't have any need to do that.
And is that what it's bigger for? Because even when I've done live fishing, I've never been super technical because the most I'm going for is some crappie or bluegill.
I think it's for catfishing mostly to keep the bait off the bottom.
No, it's for crappie, bluegill, stuff like that. Because none of your none of your fish basically feed off the bottom. They all are designed to pick up the bait as it's in the water floating.
Even your catfish?
Even catfish, they pick up on stuff that's off. They'll pick it off the bottom, but they're more.
I do try to leave my off the bottom floating. So okay.
Yeah, I just learned that too. I thought catfish ate off the bottom, and then I was watching Palmetto Cats and somebody else, and they were talking. You know, they use floats and different rigs and all this other stuff, but essentially it's to keep the worm just about 3 inches off the bottom, and they say that's kind of like the best area to have it.
I don't know how good you're going to see this because of my green screen crap, but
that's why I like
that's basically just a peg float, and then it's got rattles on each side of it, so it makes a little noise. But that peg float actually keeps the bait up off the bottom when it's tossed out there.
Yeah, I never knew what all that stuff was for.
I'm not too complicated. I rock all the stuff with the bass, but with the catfish, I'm not too much. I just throw a T-rig out there and hope something bites.
That's actually a real fish hook there, not a clue.
I've got some of those. I don't have them that big though.
That's not for them baby little bass.
That's a gator hook there.
Have you seen the one that J-Dub's got?
No, I haven't. This one's an 8-aught. I fish with a lot of 10-aughts.
Yeah, he bought one. Hang on a second. J-Dub's Outdoors bought one to do his. He's been doing how to tie videos, how to tie knots, and he went and bought this freaking giant hook. It's for catching tuna.
All right.
I'm gonna post a link here to it.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd do no good back roads and bass getting on this late, but I done better than I. Maybe I better start doing real late night.
There you go, Ace. You click on that link and it'll show you his video. I mean, he's got a monster hook.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that's awesome. And it's perfect for teaching how to tie knots. I've watched every single one of his knot tying videos. They're
I've got
fantastic.
some that are twice the size of my hand, too. They're actual shark hooks.
Well, Curtis, I'm gonna click out here and let somebody else come up. We'll talk to you later.
No,
Oh,
sir.
now you're getting to be the old one tonight instead of Ace. You're backing out first. Come on, now.
Give somebody else a chance to come up.
Hey, I got room for 10. I got room for 10 people. I got room for wait a minute. I got room for 4 more people.
You keep taking away his excuses.
Yeah, don't take away my excuses.
See, I got room for 10 people. I paid for this. I got room for 10 people.
He's like, let me back out in peace, damn it.
Look, guys, later, Rattletrap. I'll be happy up yet.
Oh, nice. You see Backroad's comment? He said, now the question is, he said, Rattletrap, you got a good panel going tonight. A lot of good folks up there. Now the question is, who's the best fisherman up there? My money would be on, never mind.
Well, that's easy to figure out. Here, I'll shut my camera off so you guys can see the pic.
What's that? It's a catfish? Oh, I don't want to see no catfish pics.
47 pounds, 47.76 pounds.
Well, catfish get big and all, man.
You tell me you're going to get a bass that big.
Well, no. I mean, I've caught. That's my biggest catfish. I think my biggest catfish.
If you get up here on the panel back roads and bass, it would be you up here that'd be the best fisherman, maybe.
Oh, maybe. I think my biggest catfish is about 15.
I got to give it to Backroads and Bass. He put out one hell of a year video.
Yeah. I got to get better up so I can save more footage to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But right now I'm running everything through a phone and it's hard to save footage.
The song he picked to go with that video is just great too. But I'd still like to know who caught the catfish for him to show in that video.
Probably his daughter.
That or his wife.
Probably his daughter. I wish I could see some of the chat, but I just can't do it on my phone. So I'm running blind. Just running blind. Not a clue, bunked out. He's all
Half crazy took off anyway, even after he couldn't. All his excuses didn't work. He still backed out.
Yeah, he's getting old.
Yeah, he's always talking about you though, but he backed out first tonight. I don't know. He's trying to say because somebody else can get up here. I told him I had room for 10 people. So when you pay for it, you can have 9 people besides yourself. And I usually have, even on a regular day, you can have 4 people besides yourself.
Well, I can say I enjoy being in here I'm pretty sure it's my first night on your panel.
Hey, kitty cat. Good to see you tonight.
I don't know if you've seen the video I put up the other day with the bait shop last Monday there, Rattletrap, or not, but I tried to end the video, and when I ended it, it still ran for like 11 minutes after I ended it. I couldn't get it to stop dead.
He said hands-on and him would be a good matchup or whatever.
I would. I need to.
Good competition.
I need to run down to Texas and me and him have a challenge.
How's it going? How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, I had to disappear, man. I know I'm not in the running for best fisherman. That's for darn sure.
Me either.
You hold your own. Shoot. Oh my god.
No, when I was younger and I was fishing with my daddy, I mean, we caught a lot of fish. When I changed over this bass fishing, man, I don't do as good. But I have caught some where I've outfished the other people in the boat, but it don't happen. Most of the time it don't happen, but I have done it a few times.
I may not catch numbers, but the more I've been doing the YouTube, the more I found I seem to have a touch for the bigger bass. I never would have been the one to say it. It's just the more I look as I'm editing, I'm like, holy crap, I tend to catch a lot of 5s and 4s, and people act like that's hard to catch.
Doggies are okay, kitty cat. We got 3 of them here, 3 German Shepherds right here now. I don't know about the 3rd one or not.
Yeah, I didn't fish it, but if you go look at that video that's on my page or YouTube, I show the pond where I do a lot of fishing, bass fishing all the time. It's my favorite spot for bass, crappie, and bluegill. But in there, it's common to catch them 5 to 8 pounds, and there is a lot of them 11 and over.
Oh my God.
That's a lot to talk about.
Lot of really nice trout in there too.
Look at. See, he did exactly what I was planning on doing. I might go make me some pasta to be eating here some soon.
I was hungry, man.
I'm getting there.
She said, "Oh, really?" Mm-hmm.
Start mukbanging it. Half the pan will be eaten.
No shame in my game. I get hungry, I eat.
Well, I was gonna eat, but when I was in your panel, I basically burnt some taquitos to Black Krispies. Because I, needless to say, forgot they was in the oven. And I got out of your panel and I went out there and I was like, oh, crap. And I
What's that smell?
I'm sitting there fanning all the smoke off of them. And I'm like, at least I caught them before they smoked out the whole kitchen.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll throw these away and figure out something else to eat.
Oh, man.
But this is the video I'm referring to. If you ever get to Fall Creek, Wisconsin, this place is called Keller Park, and I just put the link up in there. That's a great bass spot.
I don't go north too much, especially not Wisconsin. But if ever up there,
oh my God, yeah, that looks entirely too cold.
I'm telling you, I'm not much.
I was actually gonna fish that day, and then the wind picked up, and it's like,
oh, this was just the other day.
Yeah, I'm going home.
What's the temperature there? What's the temperature there today? What was your high today?
About I would say 38.
Oh my God!
You wouldn't have got hands-on out of the house.
Legit. Yeah, it's hard to get me out of the house in that. I'm not gonna tell you what our high was today because I don't want to make you feel bad.
It was warm today.
It was warm today.
And yesterday was
70s, 80s, 90s.
It was in the upper 70s. It almost touched 80s today.
Yeah,
like
nice.
If you were in the sun, you were in the 80s because it was 79 in the shade.
It's 88 here. It's 88 here today.
Yeah, it was 79 in the shade today.
I know this little pond that we got here. Nobody ever fishes it, which is hard to believe. It's got some really great fish in it.
Yeah, it looks like it'd be a good pond.
They stocked it years ago with brown trout, speckled trout, and bass and crappie.
Ace, did you see Backroads comment?
Only reason I saw it is because our good host posted it up there for me to see.
Mr. Poole, welcome, buddy.
I kind of I put it up there where that's damn good for up north.
See, that used to be years ago. It used to be a private pond. The farmer himself is the one that stocked it.
Well, stocking it's one thing, but you got to keep feeding them to keep them get them
Oh, he
growing.
was always dumping bluegill and crappie in there to feed them.
Because I was up in Virginia. Once again, still not as far as up you, but I was up in Virginia and a buddy put me on. In one of my videos, a guy I met in Fishbrain, and he hooked me up on that pond, and I pulled 4, like 2 3s out of there real quick. And
Was this that one you made a video of where you guys went fishing behind that neighborhood? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
That was up in Virginia. Yeah. I haven't hooked up with that guy since, but man.
That was a good that was a good video, man.
It was. I have some good ones. I catch good fish, but I just got to get better at my editing. I'm getting there.
All right, I'm going to jump off, guys. I got to take my dogs for a walk.
No,
Later.
See y'all. Rattletrap, thanks for the live.
Appreciate you, Captain.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for finally coming up there, Nat.
Oh, come on now. You say that every time. I've been up the last couple times you've said so.
Hey, I jumped in. Like I said, it's my first. I think I've done quite well for carrying my own. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jason Tail, man, welcome, buddy.
Hanging out
you for a while.
Hanging out with you, more knowledged old folks.
I ain't seen you for a while, Chasing Tail. Where you been, man?
I try to hold my own.
Mm-hmm. But I've actually got to kick out 2 Rattletrap, so.
Yeah, it's past your bedtime. I know you're too old to hang with us, so.
No, I got another panel I got to jump on to, and then after that, I probably will go play a few games and go to bed.
Another panel? You told me there wasn't nobody else on tonight.
I didn't think there was going to be either. Dobson come on and.
Well, we'll hang, man.
All right, later, bud.
Terrible.
Later, man. Take it easy. Rattletrap, you've been fishing here lately. I keep missing your midday fishing streams.
Yeah, well, the weather's been screwy down here. It's been raining it's been breezy the last 5 days. The wind's like 15 to 20 knots, so you can't stay on the lake. It blows the crap. If you know anything, you should know about 15, 20 knots. You ain't gonna be able to fish good on the lake.
I've managed to pull something out every now and then, but most of the time, yeah, I just say screw it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they tell you the boating conditions ain't good anyway, so it's
that's when
the waves get a little white caps out there and it gets too rough. I mean,
that's when I tend to go a little try to
rough coming in. So that's one thing. It's been raining every day, like 50 to 60%, but it rains every day.
And you can't film the rain.
We ain't had no with tropical waves going around and stuff, water coming off the sides of them. So we ain't been able to do no fishing really. Me and her went on the bank the other day just for a little bit and cast around. I bought some crickets, tried to catch some tilapia because they were on top of the water, but I couldn't get none easily. She was trying to fish a bass and it started pouring on and rain on the bank. We jumped back in the truck and then got back out for a little bit and fished a little bit more. We didn't even get nothing, but we ain't had the boat out, like I said. So it's supposed to dry up here. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a dry front end or something. Maybe we'll get out a little bit. I don't know. Hope so anyway.
Yeah. That'll be nice for you guys. I know it's crazy down there as far as the rain comes in.
New dog's out in the other room. Her name's Cheyenne. We got Sapphire, Cheyenne, and Max.
We here don't have to.
Don't let me add you to stream. I don't know why.
It luckily rolls right around us.
For
the most part, the rain rolls right around us.
Can't add you, Francis. It froze.
Francis, no.
The whole stream froze.
You broke it. What up, it's 34 degrees. Hell no. It's still in the 60s out there. Like, look, I'm still rocking the shorts. What you got down there, Rattletrap? I'm sure you're rocking warmer than me.
Oh, it was 88 today, I think. It's supposed to be in the high 80s all week.
Nah, we were in the low 80s. We were in the low 80s. Like I said, it was 79 in the shade. We were in the low 80s.
But it feels like 90 out, they said. It's like in the 70s at night, like 75 or something like that at night. So
I don't do that cold. Nope. With everything that's been going on with me here recently, I keep joking I'm going to move to Texas or Miami. That's where all the fine women seem to be. But it's not just that I want to find outdoors women.
yeah.
Life throws a curveball at you. You think you got things figured out, and everything changes on you.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like to fish. There's a lot of guys that don't like to fish, believe it or not. I mean, if a woman likes to fish, you can't find a guy who likes to fish. If a guy likes to fish, you can't find a woman who likes to fish. So, and a lot of people that's married, I mean, their wife don't like to fish or something. So I don't know. I've seen a couple ladies down here on the bank fishing by themselves out here at the lakes out here, and they ain't got nobody with them. I guess they either got nobody or else their husband don't like to fish. I don't know which.
I see it some. No, I ran my way. Everything was going. It just didn't work out. So back out there looking again.
There was a girl out here it's been out Banana Lake on a dock. She had a couple kids with her one day, and she said she didn't have nobody. She was out there fishing on the dock. One time we had this Rodney guy with us, and she was out there on the dock. I mean, she didn't look too bad. She had 2 kids with her. Said she didn't have nobody, and but I don't know.
Just gotta keep trucking. You guys got your stuff going though. Y'all seem really got things figured out. Y'all doing good?
I think he's froze.
Who's froze?
You.
No, I see him moving on my end at least.
If I tip it up, like that, Francis, I don't get that blue. You see the difference when I tip it back?
It's something about the shadow it picks up.
Yeah.
It picks the shadow up and it tries to turn it into the back screen.
No, we was fishing in the rain. Hands-on fishing.
Nice. So I don't have too much luck fishing in the rain. I have luck fishing all the way up to the rain, but about 30 minutes to an hour before the rain hits, it all shuts down for me, and it shuts down continually after. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the South Carolina thing. Maybe it's just where I'm at. But
14 people in here, man. I appreciate that. Look at that. I wasn't even paying attention. 14 people in here.
Whoop whoop.
Wow. That's good. Griffin Fish Room, welcome, buddy. Nathan, welcome, man. And good to see you too. Thanks for coming in.
I would do my best to help entertain.
I used to catch a lot of fish in the rain, Castleman. When I was fishing with my daddy in Canada, Michigan, Daddy wanted to come in. He said, "We got a storm coming. We got to get out here." I said, "But they're biting, Dad." He'd always want to go in. He didn't want to get stranded out there on that lake, and I know how that is. But dang, I'll tell you what, but not down here. I don't have good luck in the rain. I don't know.
So, and that's because from when I had luck in the rain was up a little bit northern, like we're talking about Virginia and stuff. And I had a buddy that would a couple times it start raining, and I don't want to fish anymore. And I'd be like, man, but they're biting just like you. And since coming down here, and I've done a little bit of research, and it's a southern bass thing. Southern bass, as much as they will grow faster and be more aggressive, hate temperature change to the point of where 2 to 3 degrees of temperature change in the water will shut them off to where they don't want to eat anymore.
I love to river fish. I don't have rivers around close to me though. I like to fish at the river, but there's only one river, and I have to go about an hour drive from it to even fish in it.
I got a question to ask you. Hands-on fishing. Does a bass has a locked jaw?
when
A
it's
lockjaw?
cold?
No, they do not have a lockjaw.
That one guy down here says the bass won't bite. He said they get like I guess it really ain't lockjaw, but he said they quit biting when it gets cold weather. Like they get lockjaw. He's what he calls it, and they won't bite. He said when it turns cold, and all the lakes
Oh,
around our area. Now, when I went to Lake Panasoffkee, which is an hour, me and her went over there for like the weekend, and Flo come over and Shiner Guy and all of them and Swamp Stalker and all of us got together for that Panasoffkee trip that time. The guide up there told me at Lake Panasoffkee, which is like an hour or hour and a half away from me, he said the bass bite gets better when it gets cold in that lake. And I told the guy down here about it, and he said, well, that might be up there, but it's not over here. He said they won't bite when it turns cold. That's when the specks start biting, which is what you guys call crappies up north. They call them
okay.
speckle perch. But he said the speck bite turns on when it gets cold, which it does. But as soon as you get a real good cold front, the specks start biting. But he said the bass turns off when it gets cold.
So I fish for bass year round. I'm in South Carolina. I'm a little bit more northern than you guys. I catch most of my PBs have come in the winter. Of my 7s and 8s have come in the winter. Do I say that they get lockjaw? No. Like I just kind of was going into the southern bass temperature change shuts down way more. Now, the minute they get used to it, they go back to biting again. You just have to figure out where they're at, what they're wanting to bite, and what they're doing. Now, are you going to go out there and you're going to clean up like you did in spring or fall or even in summers to a degree? No. Yeah, when your winter bite is going to be the slowest bite you are ever going to fish, in my opinion. But it will probably be your highest percentage of catching your PB fish as far as going for bass. And that's my year round, or that's my countrywide opinion.
Well, I don't know why he says that. That's what Willie says. He said he's been fishing since he was a kid, and he's like 73 years old. And he says the bass won't bite when and so he does bass fished all of his life. And that's what he says. You can't go fish when the bass going for bass when it's cold. So, Willie, yeah, you probably seen him on our videos, but that's what he says.
And I can tell you, I love the winter because there's several ponds and there's several reservoirs around here that I don't fish until winter. And the sole reason being because when it gets warm, there's so many people on those reservoirs that I just don't fish them anymore. And when it becomes winter, I get to dominate them. I'm the only fricker out there. I get to go where I want. I get to fish where I want. And guess what? I pull 6 and 7s out of there all day. No, I might fish all day to catch that 1 7-pound bass, but man, when you catch them, it is so worth it. And as I kind of pointed out, I don't want to claim this title. I just notice I tend to be pretty good at pulling 5, 6s and big boys out. I mean, I'm in South Carolina. I know the northern boys have a little bit of a disadvantage. You guys are more southern. You guys have a higher disadvantage, or higher advantage, but tend to be pretty good at pulling 5, 6s out. I only throw big baits. I mean, the smallest lipless crankbait I'm throwing is a 1/2 ounce. The smallest, I only throw 110 whopper ploppers. I mean, I'm a big fish. I don't know how to finesse fish. I have no idea how to do it. The closest finesse fish you're going to see out of me is a weightless lunker log or weightless Senko or a weightless trick worm on top. That's the most finesse I know. But I catch big fish year round. I don't know how to do it, but I do it. But yeah, biggest thing is just there are many a reservoir that I only fish in the winter because everybody pulls off of them. So I can honestly say that I don't care where you are, I don't care what you want to say, year round bass bite.
Well, see, then Francis, either Willie don't know what he's talking about, he's a bull crapper, or everybody else is wrong, one of the two, according to that guy at Panasofsky too, because so something's wrong there, Francis.
Now, you do have a turnover point. So what I'm getting at here of a turnover point is where we are now when you transition to fall. I mean, I don't believe you guys have hit it yet because we just recently passed it, where if you will have a point where the water turns. So as you go from summer to winter, that little bit of fall transition, you'll
And
have
spring.
and spring, you'll have that point of where the water transfers, and you'll have about a week, 2 weeks where the bats just have no idea what they're doing and stuff shuts down. But once they kick back on, it'll pick back up. But also, just once again, southern bass, temperature changes hardcore screw with. So here it's really hard because we'll have hardcore temperature changes up and down regularly. So there'll be days I can go kill it, and literally the next day I can't catch a single fish. And it's literally because the temperature changed 6-7 degrees from yesterday to today. And that 6-7 degrees, they're like, oh no, the overall temp, we don't want nothing to do with it. So southern bass will really screw with you when you're dealing with that, but they're real quick to recounter. So if you're someone that can constantly hit it to be out there every day of the week, you can sometimes catch a bad day, but if you hit it literally the next day after that, they've already counterbalanced and they're back on it. But you got to be on top of it of going, let's not get discouraged from the day. Let's try again tomorrow. But that's just what I've seen.
Who you asking where they fish at? Bait the hook. You said where do you catch it? You asking hands-on fishing?
I fish South Carolina, and I can't see the chat, so I apologize for anybody that's asking any questions to me. I cannot see the chat. Walking it through my.
I'll put some of the comments up there then.
And I do read what you throw up there. Yeah, okay, so where am I catching summer South Carolina.
They down below to keep cool.
I don't know about Okeechobee. I don't know about Okeechobee because I never fished Okeechobee. Okeechobee's got polluted kind of, and I don't know. It's still a good lake, but it's just I don't know. It's got a lot of algae and a lot of pollution in it. I don't know, or something. I don't know. It's got a bunch of.
And I haven't fished Okeechobee in probably 10 years. But where am I catching 6-pound bass at? South Carolina. Just check my channel out. I literally 3 weeks ago. For me, it was probably a month ago, but for my channel, it was probably 2 weeks ago. I posted where I caught a 2 ounces shy of 6-pound bass.
Good night, Tim. I didn't know you still hanging in here, buddy. I appreciate you hanging out with us, UFO.
Hands-on fishing. You know, fishing. He just picked us up yesterday. Where's that at, Curtis?
Who?
Fishing. What's his name?
Oh, fishing Louisiana.
Yeah.
I do not know. I honestly have never heard of him before, so to even know to have picked him up. Everyone. Yeah, no, once again, I'm not trying to claim any claims. I tend to.
I don't know if I put that comment up or not. I think I did. I don't know. Can't remember which ones I put up now. I won't leave nobody out, but
I think you did put that. No, you didn't. Close to that. That's why you think you did before, because one before that was close. Yeah, no, crappie, bluegill, catfish, they're not my best species. I just go at them to catch fish to put on my table, to be honest. So when it comes to them, I buy a bunch of minnows or worms and throw them on a popper and go out and try and catch something.
Asking southern Florida and Denver, they get 55 and higher consistent water temperatures. To be around there.
No. They're active year-round for you, bass. Or is it active year-round for me, and I'm up above you? So and that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's just like you can catch them year-round.
Chewy LTD, welcome, bud.
In North Carolina, bait the hook. Oh man, Rattletrap, you think you can throw my link down in the chat if you want? I think it bait the hook wants to see it. I would. But once again, it's super hard for me. Up to you. It's your video as well, or your channel. Totally up to you.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't know if I can. Trying to see if I got you in the chat here somewhere yet.
But I do. I was in the chat earlier, but it was way back. Must have went in the panel. I couldn't do it. Like I said, it runs through my phone. Stupid phones. Yeah, no, bait the hook. I do a good deal of fishing too up in North Carolina. I'm actually. That's the beauty of the Carolinas in general, is we can run up and down so easily. I love the Carolinas. I was originally in Virginia, born and raised, but man, I love the Carolinas. Came down here as quick as I could because I love them. We're gonna be the last diehards. We're gonna hold back the blue push.
My report for the aquarium crossed into Florida today. That's what I'm reporting on invasive species in Florida. Yeah, they got a few invasive fish around here, but I don't know. A lot of people like to throw a lot of them out and kill them. Those sucker fish, armored catfish like things or whatever they are. They throw them on the back. They don't like them. A lot of people don't like bowfins or mudfish too. They want to kill them. I don't know. They just don't like them. But
bowfins are perfectly. Snakeheads are one thing, but I've seen so much of dudes that are fishing ponds that were originally dominated bass ponds before snakeheads, and snakeheads have come in and they're still dominated bass ponds. I mean, as much as snakeheads are an equal competitor, it's not that there's so much of a competitor they're going to outrate a bass. I mean, a bass is going to eat baby snakeheads just as much as a snakehead's going to eat baby bass.
There's hands-on's link, bait the hook, right there. I put it in the chat.
Thank you, sir.
There's look, Castleman says he's in the low country part of South Carolina.
Oh, and you in the low country, so you must be out there in the Charleston area. I'm out in the upstate area.
Major food in Asia, very good to eat. Snakehead is very good to eat.
Yes, very good. I would love to catch a snakehead to eat. We don't have any of them here, at least that I can
About to run, Rattletrap. You all take care. Thank you, Nathan, for coming in, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you tonight.
We've got bowfin in our rivers, but they're so hard to find. Oh man, if I can get bowfin, snakehead, high on my list to catch some of those. Would love to go down to Florida and just throw a frog around and just destroy snakeheads for one day.
I grabbed your channel up, Castleman. I rang your bell over there and left you a comment over there, buddy. I don't know who brought you in there. Did you come over from Captain's channel? I don't know where he come from. I don't know if he's.
I don't know if I've heard of him.
I think he's new to my channel, but I don't know who brought him in here. But I grabbed you up, Castleman. I left you a thing over there on your. Like I said, anybody that supports me, I support them back. So.
Well, that's a good thing to do. I think I spilled a little bit of beer on the floor.
Oh, he said, yeah, he's from Captain's channel. Okay, cool. That's what I figured.
I think I missed them over there. Once again, once I join in the panels, I can't see the chat anymore. So.
Yes, glad to have you, Castleman. Glad to have you. Yeah, Captain done a raid on me tonight. I think I only got 3 or 4 people, but I definitely appreciate it because I got a good panel tonight. And
I think you got a little more than that, because that's where I came from too. So I think you got a little more than that.
well, I seen you, Captain, Castleman, and there's one other person. I can't remember who it was.
Okay. I think a couple more came in but didn't comment, but
That could be too.
that's good though. I try to show up on your stuff, but I don't get the comments, and that's what's funny because I was in his stuff, and then he said he came over, and I came over and I saw where I had gotten the notification, but like I said, you tend to go a little bit when I'm in the middle of my work day.
Well, Saturday night's my regular night now. I've been going on like 9 or 10 on Saturday, and that's my regular night. And then the other times are just random.
Because this is my normal night. I try to go Thursday at 8. I did not tonight because I had a bunch of crap going on. And I ended up having fun with friends. And then when I saw Cat was still on, I joined in him with a panel. And then when he came over here, thought I would see about joining your panel. But my normal time.
Oh, hands-on fishing. I already sent his link down below.
Well, thank you.
Leon, welcome, bud. Turning in. Leon's been hanging here with us, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it's good to have you in the chat, Castleman. Hope you hurry back. Like I said, I added you on there and rang your bell and all that, so I appreciate having you, man. Yeah, Playcos. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, they're the ones people throw them out. People throw them out on the bank when they catch them. There's a lot of them over there at Tenor Rock, and they're on the bottom. They won't bite or nothing. People catch them in the nets, and they throw them out on the bank and just leave them lay there because they say the FWC don't want them in there. But I don't know.
They just label them as invasive. They have no idea what makes them invasive. They just label them as invasive because they weren't originally there.
But I don't like. Some people got mad when they seen a bunch of fish laying on the bank one day. Somebody was still alive, and they was kicking them back in one lake. I seen the people don't like that. People just throwing stuff out on the bank. But I mean, some people just want to kill everything they catch and they don't want, and they just throw it out. So
yeah,
like a guy wanted to kill they call them mudfish or bowfins. They wanted to kill them too because they say they don't want them in there either. But I don't.
Completely misunderstood on those guys. But the Plecos, I'll half agree because they are an invasive. They're not 100%, but on the same hand, it's not like they're eating any kind of bait fish or anything like that. They suck on algae. So, like, who cares?
Well, guy James went with us in the boat. He said, I caught a mudfish one day. He said, you don't want to keep that thing. He said, or you don't want to turn it loose. He said, them things kill the bass, he said.
Yeah, see, and the bowfin do not. The bowfin are ancient fish. Let them live. Snakeheads, yes, are invasive. But once again, I've seen so many videos of dudes fishing golf course ponds and so on and so forth. And because they hit the golf course ponds so quick. I mean, they're like, they showed up. Here it is 4 or 5 years later. The bass are just as good. The snakeheads are just as good. And that's where, like, my conversation was earlier where I'm like, bass will eat baby snakehead just as much as snakeheads will eat baby bass. They're not interfering with anything. It really comes down to a point of if you, on your personal property, are trying to grow a big bass lake, then you want as few people competing with your bass for fish or species competing with your bass for fish, bait fish. So you're going to want as few catfish in there, as few black crappie in there, as few bowfin, snakeheads, anything that's going to want to eat the bait fish that your bass want. Your own personal pond, that's your own right to say, you know what, I don't want any of these other things in here because I want giant bass growing in here. But when you're talking about public bodies of water, is it really your right to start to say that I don't want these other fish in here just because I want big bass? I mean, it's just they all live fine. They all do their own thing. It's the ecosystem. From what I've seen, snakehead are not such a super aggressive predator that they out predatorize anything. I mean, they'll smack a topwater just as quick as a bass was. And the all reality of it, snakeheads are so stupid that are so aggressive that they almost get labeled in the stupid range of being able to easily be outfished. So in my eyes, I see more snakeheads getting popped out of a body of water than bass. So how are they really competing with the bass at the end of the day? I mean, they may be more aggressive in hitting more fish, but it's just I'll be a firm believer of let's go by multiple studies. Let's not jump on our original standpoints of anything. So many old schoolers are, well, we learned bass 50 years ago. I went to school 20 years ago and I learned everything there is to know about a bass. Ain't nothing changed about a bass in 20 years. Well, I guarantee you ain't nothing changed about a bass in 20 years, but we've changed. We've changed on how we've learned how to study bass. We've changed on how we learn on everything with bass. So there's just multiple different things that come up. Yeah, so yeah. So, but I see a lot of mud fins get targeted as bowfin and they're not bowfin. Or snakehead. Bowfins gets targeted as snakeheads and they're not. Sorry. I try to educate myself as much on what I'm fishing as I can. I'm a young guy. I know I'm a young guy. But I've taken my time to try and learn as much as I can to try and be in the sport. And not only be in the sport, but tell other people about the sport. My favorite thing about being in the sport is teaching other people about it. Deemed them as invasive. Yep. I see a lot of that, but I don't know how much they know as much as they're just jumping on, let's label these as an invasive species. Sometimes I don't think they fully have done the studies to jump on them as an invasive species. You want to, I've joked all the time before, I'm going to go to Florida and I'm going to just start scooping snakeheads and start selling them to the Asian markets alive and make me a bank ton. I mean, you can sell them at like $3 or $4 a pound to the Asian markets. You catch a couple snakehead pretty quick and go and sell them live to the Asian markets down there in Florida. Yeah, you go start making money pretty quick. So I got and there's no regulations on them. I can catch 100 of them in a day. We talking money. It has gone through my head. So I'll be the first to be, I will not hesitate to clean some snakeheads up out. But bowfins, different thing. Been around forever. Can't label them in the same.
Yeah, this one guy, like I said, I caught a mudfish on there, and he said to get rid of it. He said kill it. He said because it would eat they eat bass and feed on bass. He wanted to kill it, and then we were like I said on a bank where I went in this one lake. They was throwing all those plecos out on the bank and let them lay there on the boat ramp. People did a whole bunch of them because when they got them in the nets, they just threw them out on the bank. And they say that some people say the FWC wants you to kill a lot of those and get rid of them because they don't want them around here. But I don't know how much of it's true. I ain't really read up on it or checked it. So
the plecos they don't like. I don't know why. But the plecos are mostly aquarium fish / exotic fish. Once again, they suck on algae. So the plecos, I don't know why. I'm sure sucking up too much algae, I'm sure it could probably interfere with bait fish that feed on that algae. But yeah, the plecos I'm not fully on. Like the tilapia, I understand, because the tilapia just spawn like 3-4 times a year. I mean, they just,
Tilapia, I love them to eat, man. They're the best tasting
oh,
fish.
and that's why I'm like, at the end of the day, Florida has no regulations on them. They're good eating. Just clean them up. Like, why is anybody complaining? But they spawn like 3 or 4 times a year, so they're just, once they're in something, even with someone like you who's like, screw it, I'm gonna keep every single one of them I catch. It's even you don't make a dent in what the tilapia are doing in a body of water.
They don't bite very often, though. I mean, some of them people sit out there, the colored people sit on the bank, and they catch those tilapia with the crickets and stuff, or they'll bite on worms. They'll have a whole 5-gallon bucket full, and they sit there on the bank, and they love catching them. But I caught a couple. Well, Don caught I think about a 5-pound one on an artificial worm one day, and which are algae eaters and stuff. They eat, and they don't really hit that stuff, but they bite on red worms, and they bite. One day I was fishing on the dock with red worms, and I was catching them one right after the other. I went to this other lake, started catching them there. They were smaller ones. I mean, like maybe a pound or so. And then I caught a bunch of them, but we caught them on the artificial worms. I caught a 4.5-pounder, caught a 5-pounder, 6-pounder. Don caught one or whatever. We caught 2 or 3 of them different times, like one each day, and they were nice size. But I buy them in those bags at Walmart and stuff. Those tilapia, and they're really good tasting. I like those.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't,
So
I don't
that's
like
okay.
I don't like the farm raised ones though, because they taste what they feed them with. They don't taste right. I like the natural ones that come out of the lake, because those ones they feed with grain, they don't taste good.
Yeah, 90%. Well, I don't say 90%, but a big chunk of what you get in a restaurant is farm raised tilapia and stuff. People give me smack all the time because I'm like, I'm real picky on the fish I eat, and it's just this. When you catch your own, I don't know, maybe it's just me as a fisherman. Maybe y'all will confirm with me, but when you catch your own fish and eat your own fish, they just taste different, man. I don't know what it is. It's just
I
different than
can't eat the
farm
farm
raised.
raised catfish. I got a bag of farm raised catfish. I didn't know it. They taste like corn or something, whatever they feed in the corn, and so do the tilapia. But
I can eat. I can
some
eat.
of the bags of tilapia you buy are not farm raised. They taste really good, and now I can eat those, and don't say farm raised on them, like Walmart or something. The big bag, and they're really good. But the catfish, most of it gets farm raised, and I can't eat them.
I can eat the farm raised catfish somewhat, but yeah, I'm just not. I'm not a big guy on farm raised anything fish, to be 100% honest. Yeah, I mean it's the future. It's the future. I'm not gonna lie with y'all. When we talk about solving the
Both in
food
duty.
the food crisis and stuff, I mean multiple countries have already proven. I mean where they set these giant like acre-sized nets up in the ocean, and they can grow millions of fish in these little acre-sized nets in the ocean that they just feed them and grow them in the little nets in the ocean. And it's just, see, I know farm-raised fish will be one of those solutions to the food crisis, but
Now,
just,
now
they're just
Castleman
definitely
said
not the cure.
the bowfins do eat bass, and the bass eat the bowfins. So he might be
Correct.
right. He might be right, according to my friend James, because James wanted to kill the bowfin or mudfish. People call them both things, but he wanted to kill them. So I don't know. He may be right. Then I don't know. But
Once again, if you're on your own private property, it's up to you to decide whatever you want to be the primary predator. But when you're on public, that's not your right. That's not your spot to choose that. So to keep a fish just to kill it because you don't want it eating the others, sometimes I just don't believe in. Especially when bowfin are just as much predatorial as bass. So it's not like they're eating any more baby bass than a bass would eat baby bowfin. Well, good old Canada. Y'all got better laws than we do sometimes on stuff. Making better food for everybody.
As far as meat and fish down here, I'd rather eat the tilapia and the catfish than anything else. There's one restaurant has catfish down here, and it's really good. But like I said, that's my two favorite fish is catfish and tilapia. And I don't eat bass. And then if I was going up north, it'd probably be northern pike or walleye or yellow perch.
Catfish is my favorite. I haven't ate much tilapia. I will eat some bass from time to time, but mainly just. I used to keep them a lot back in the day. Now I don't keep any. Mainly now it's just if I'm doing like a transfer, and if a couple die in the transfer, it's not like I'm just gonna throw them out dead, so I'll keep them. But bass in the 1-2 pound range are actually pretty good eating. A lot of people give them shit, but in that 1-2 pound range, they don't have that mud line. They don't have a lot of that game taste. They're a very tilapia tasting fish in that 1 to 2 pound range. But catfish is my top favorite. And then I like some bluegill and crappie. Honey, my husky's passed out. You know your dog's passed out when you can say their name and they don't even flinch.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm gonna head out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good night. It was good being in the panel. Like I said, it's my first time. Gonna try and be in here more.
I appreciate you, man, coming in and hanging out with us so long. I really appreciate you being up here.
Yeah, man, with the way things have been going, I'm gonna have more time for that. That's why I haven't been around a lot here coming up. It's because I just have a lot of stuff going on in my life. But if stuff's going on, I'll be more available and start moving forward with things.
Cool. Hurry back then. I appreciate you coming in. Hurry back anytime. I appreciate having you up here anytime.
Yeah, man, you guys are fun. You guys are always fun. I try to show as much as I can for y'all. Y'all are great supporters.
Thank you, buddy.
Y'all take it easy. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.
Okay, bud. Appreciate it.
Yep. Bye.
It's good having all this good panel up here tonight. We had a great panel with Captain Clueless up here and hands-on fishing and ace catfishing and half crazy catfishing. We had a real good panel tonight. That's one of the best panels we've had for a long time. I appreciate everybody being up here. We still got 8 people in the house. And let's see how many thumbs up we got. 26 thumbs up. 28 thumbs. 26. Appreciate everybody being in here. I like catfish nuggets or sunfish or bass is more of a sport fish here, but for eating it's catfish and flatfish. Yeah, that's what everybody releases. We got this one idiot down here, Saddle Creek, goes out in a kayak every morning. Says, I've been catching the 5 or 6 pound bass. And I eat them both. And I caught 3 or 4. And they don't like that at all. They don't like, I blacked out for a second there. The internet messed up, it said, but yeah, snook's good. What I heard, I ain't had any of them, but they're good. But like I said, I just, this one guy wants to eat all the bass. He's ruined the lake because doing that, he's ruined the lake, and you can't hardly catch any bass in it anymore. He's killing everything out there, and the sport fishermen don't like that because they want catch and release. They don't want you killing them 5 and 6 pound bass because that's their sport fish. This idiot don't care. He kills everything. And bass are not even the best eating fish, but you always get one guy like that, and he's starting to mess up the lake, like I said, the last few times I went out there, I haven't been able to catch anything because I think he's cleaning too many of them out there. He's rolling the whole lake, killing the big breeding fish, and he goes every morning and he keeps every one he catches. So, and there's even a sign there: you can't keep any fish under I think it's under 13 inches, and you have to be one over 24 inches, and like it's got to be like 3 or something is all you can keep. But he don't even pay attention to the rules of the state law or whatever. If they catch him, he'd get in trouble, but they do it anyway. So. There's a certain space in there you can't keep, like I think it was either 15 inches. You can only keep 3, and then 15 to 24 inches or something. You don't keep them at all, and then you can keep 1 over 24 or something like that. I'm not sure exactly on the right numbers, but like I said, it's something like that. And but he don't pay attention to that. He just keeps there whatever he catches. Are you still in here with me, babe? I don't know where she went to. I think I'm going to see how long have I been on here. 2 hours and 17 minutes. Hey, Swamp Donkey, good to see you, man. Hold on, y'all. I got to go see where Francis is going. I'll be right back. See if she's okay. Oh, yeah, I hadn't seen my sweetie, so I want to know where she went to. I see if she fell asleep or what. But anyway, I ain't never caught a cobia and I ain't never caught a snook, but I had some friends catch snook. They tell me they're really good. I've heard of cobia, but I ain't caught any. I don't even know where they're at, and I've never ate one, so I don't know anything about them too much. Oh, you just won't. I can't get that fuzz out of there. Can't get that fuzz out of there at all. Not on the bath screen or nothing. It just won't come out. But anyway, I guess we need to see if we can take that back. I hate to try to tack another one up there. It's going to be hard, but I guess we need to take that back, try to get a lighter collar. I don't know. I hate to go through all that again, but we need to do something. I don't know. They're going to wonder about that place in the fabric, though. I didn't put that in there, though. They're going to say something. I'll tell them it's like that when I bought it, but they're going to think I done that, though. The fabric, the bad place in the fabric. I hear that snook is a great fish to eat, too. Yeah, they say they are. Yeah, like I said, like I've never had them, but they say they're good, yeah. If you like fishing for pike, come up to British Columbia. I ate a bunch of northern pike. I had a lot of northern pike and walleye. I've ate a lot of them from Ontario, Canada, up to Rice Lake in Ontario and Lake Clarendon, Big Gull Lake. Rice Lake's in Hamilton, Ontario. I fished there, and when I was a kid, I've ate plenty of northern pike and walleye out of there. And the yellow striped purse, I ate plenty of them when I was up in Canada when my daddy used to go on them fishing trips. And I've had plenty of those. Female mudfish doesn't have any flavor. It's mushy. Hence they call them cotton muds. Okay, cool. Hey, Sunny Stormy. Yeah. Oh man, I'm getting kind of tired. Last two, I feel bad every time Sunny Stormy comes in. Seems like the last 2 times she come in, I'm about ready to head out of here. But just, I've been on 2 hours and 20 minutes. I got a late start tonight. I got on at, didn't get on till, like I said, about 11, almost midnight. It was about 11:40, I guess I got on. And, because I've been on 2 hours and 20 minutes, and now it's just 2 o'clock even. So I got on about 11:40, I guess it was 11:39, 11:40, and I'm just tired. But we still got 9 people in the house. Do you know where that receipt's at, Francis? In the truck or what? I don't know if it's in there or not. I don't know. We'll have to make sure it ain't got no. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, we've been on 2 hours and 22 minutes. I'm gonna fishing trucker. How many? We've got 2 members in here, Sunny Stormy and Fishing Trucker. We got 2 of our members in here tonight. We had Kyle Anderson in earlier. He's a member. Appreciate all the memberships and people being here, the members tonight. If you don't know them, go check them out. If you ain't a member, always remember it costs you 99 cents a month, less than $1 a month, to join our channel and get shout outs and extra emojis and all that. Still trying to recruit some members. Anybody wants to join, 99 cents a month. I don't mention it too much, but every once in a while, try to shout my members. You might have to give me a paper so I can put all my members on it, so I don't forget none of them, so I can do shout them out every live stream, because I don't want to leave anybody out, and I seem to forget about, since I got I think 7 or 8 now, I kind of forget everybody's name, so I don't want to leave nobody out. See how many members I can mention off the top of my head. We got Fishing Truckers, Sunny Stormy, that's 2. Kyle Anderson's 3. Ace Catfishing's 4. ACC Gaming's 5. Lucky 7 Mud Mowers is 6. And Ramsey Country is 7. Seems like there's one more. Seems like I'm missing one. Don't know who the other member is. I thought I had 8, but I think I'm missing one on my list there mentioning. But anyway, I'll have to get a list down on paper, then I can shout everybody out. Because I definitely appreciate everybody. Commander Blogs dropped off. He only went on for a month. I don't know why he signed up for a month, but it dropped off. I don't know. he don't come in here. He come in here. He's been here about here twice. He come in a long time ago. I think he's got a lot of members. Maybe he was trying to see if I'd do his or what. I just can't afford all those things. I just don't. I mean, some of these people start them out at $4.99. Some of them start them out at $9.99. I mean, they don't have anything less than $5 a month, and I just can't. I can't do this. That's why I dropped mine down to 99 cents to make it so everybody could join. And still, a lot of people don't. But like I said, you know, the $5, a lot of people can't afford, especially if they want to be more than one. You know, and I know a couple people in there. One of them starts them out at $9.99. Some of them start them out at $4.99, and that gets to be, you know, too much. And I just, I think they want some of them want me to join theirs while they, and you know, I couldn't do it, so live streams. Maybe that's why they went on. I lost 2 members, and I think what happened was a lot of people said a bunch of stuff and passed stuff around because there's a lot of people don't come in here anymore, and because of 1 or 2 people, and like I said, there's a lot of people that talk to me, but when they won't come in here, if I'm in their chat and I say hi to them, they'll speak to me like nothing's going on, but they won't come in my chats. And so I don't know. And there's like 5 people, 6 people that won't come in here anymore. And I kind of think that's why one of the other members dropped off. But I can't say for sure. They so I don't know, you know. Anyway. Yeah. There's a lot of people I miss. I wish they'd come back in here. There's several channels like I mentioned I wish would come back in here, and I don't know why they don't. But you know, there's a lot of them that just don't come in here anymore. And there's like 5 or 6 people I could mention that I wish would come back, but I don't know. It bothers me. I just don't say anything, but it's all passing around. I guess they like somebody else better than they do me, so I guess. But so, what can I say? Like I said, I got this channel to share my videos and to make friends and try to run a decent, good channel, you know, and everything like that, and clean channel. And I appreciate all my friends. I don't want to make nobody mad. And I love everybody that comes in here and appreciate everybody. And I ain't mad at nobody, even the ones that don't come in here. I ain't mad at them. So I just don't understand. I think everybody should be able to talk. And if you got something you got to say, well, you know, get a hold of them on the phone or get a hold of them on Facebook or something and talk about it, you know, and work it out. We're all adults, but people don't want to do that. There's 2 sides to every story, and I think everybody should, you know, come to their person talk to us to not take somebody, well, don't go in so-and-so channel anymore because he done this to me. Well, no. Shouldn't be like that. All the people everybody should support each other, and all the outdoor channels should stick together no matter what. Because I've had people try to ask me before, who you talking about? In one sense, I said, I ain't going to say no names. I won't say names, and people still get mad. So, and I heard some other channels the other day actually talking about certain channels mentioning the names by names, and they didn't get mad at them. And they're talking about them right in the chat and actually bringing out their names. And they ain't mad at them, and some of the same channels that got mad at me, they were talking about, so I mean, I don't know, I just don't get it. But if I talk just in general, people get mad at me. I mean, just in general. I mean, like, you know, like saying people sit in a chair and talk, and they'll say, "You talked about me because I'm sitting in a chair." No, we all sit in a chair, but they take that the context is about them and it ain't. So, and I more or less put out a big apology on here, just talking in general. But then, listen, every time I go on now, I get 2 to 3 thumbs down, sometimes 5 or 6. One person goes on 3 or 4 channels, and I know about who it is. It's got to be one of the people. And every time I'm on, I get them thumbs down now. So, and I don't do it to them. So, I don't go on their channel and do that. It's like tonight, as soon as I went on, I got 2 thumbs down. So, and I don't even pay attention to them anymore. I quit talking about it, so I don't worry about it. Oh. It's like I love everybody, so it's like my friend Milton said when I apologized to somebody here in town one time. And he said, if you don't accept his apology, he's told you he's sorry, and it's on. Now he said it's on you, and you and God have to deal with it. He said, and so the guy accepted my apology because he said it's on you. Once he tells you he's sorry, so that's the way it is. These people don't want to come in and make up. Then there ain't nothing I can do about it. It's on them. So I feel like I didn't do nothing wrong. I ain't talking about nobody personally, and so they got the answer, not me. Right on, bait the hook. Right on. Are you gonna put her in the room?
I gotta take my medicine.
Hope she ain't gnawed herself up.
I gotta take my medicine. My water's all gone. You're still there.
We ain't looked around the house see if we got anything. Like, no, it's mine right here. I got I drank half of mine. Look how bad that looks on there. It depends on the picture. This picture looks worse than the blue one. See, the blue one will come up good. This one won't come up at all right, though. See, that one there, you can't. We're going to have to change this out, babe, I think, because I don't know. It just don't look. That one there. Let's see. That one fade out, bro. I don't know. It takes it a while to. I can't get my face on there. You can hide it crowd like that and just put the picture on. And then you can take your face clear out of it and it'll look clear. If you just put but you try to put your face in there with it, it won't come out clear.
I keep kissing that fish behind you.
See, like that there, see, it comes out clear. If you just see like the guy, how clear that comes out now just with the guy itself. That's Jeff. That's Jeff kissing the bass. Put Flo up there. There's Flo.
Francis kissing fish.
Flo's looking like, hey, Flo. Francis kisses fish.
No, that's Curtis kissing that fish.
There's,
Look at him. He's kissing that fish right now, Jeff. Now he's kissing Flo.
that there's work. That in there works better than any of them. See this one. Ain't none of them will work out right. The only one will even work at all.
I know, right?
Francis, Flo kisses Francis. He always used to put kisses in the chat for Francis. Hmm. Yeah, that's
You're
clear.
clear on that one.
That's the clearest one. Guess it depends on the color. I wish they get them in person. She won't do them. She only kisses me on the live streams. In the house, she won't kiss me though. I don't want. Why don't you kiss me off the live stream? Sunny Stormy put a decent trucker emoji in there. So you've been wearing them Rattletrap fishing shirts around Michigan there, fishing trucker? Or are you wearing them or just leaving them hanging in the closet?
What about that pink shirt, Jeff?
I don't know if he wears these shirts or not. I know Flo's had his on a few times. The Shiner guy had his on a few times in the panels. I've seen them wear their shirts. He wore one yesterday, he said. Where'd you wear it to? Surprised you didn't get a hat. Half crazy's getting a hat and a shirt. You know who ain't been in my chat for a few times? Rice Trapping. I don't know what happened to him. Want some peanuts, Jeff? You ain't never gonna get down here. Takes me about a week or a week and a half to get them ordered. About a week to get them in, get them printed. They have to order them. I love these things. They probably hurt my stomach going to eat them this late at night, but I love them things. I think it was Griffin's feature room or one of them guys. I don't know if it was Griffin. Yeah, Griffin was on my panel one night. He was eating these things. I'm always hungry. Sometimes my stomach gets knocked out and I can't eat. One thing I didn't eat the whole dang day. There was one day I took and got Frances something to eat. I think I took her out. She said she was hungry. I took her somewhere. She got something to eat. I didn't even get nothing. I was just too sick to eat. Why ain't you got Miss Shy out? Babe? I don't know where she goes. Babe? I guess you just ignore me because you should be able to hear me in the other room. She does that a lot. I was like that the other day. Nothing sounded good and I ended up not eating the whole day. It wasn't that much. I mean, just too sick to eat. My system gets all screwed up easy. I get cramps and just don't feel like eating. It ain't that nothing sounded good. I just wasn't able to eat. I'll have cramps in the morning from going to bed eating these late, but I get the munchies. I don't guess salt's good for you. They got the lightly salted ones. The salt probably ain't good for me, but my dad always told me peanuts were good for you. That peanut butter and peanuts good for you. He said they got protein in them, but I don't really know too much about that. They said somebody told me peanuts was bad for you, but they say heart healthy on them. It says on here may reduce the risk of heart disease right there on that little heart, but I don't know. And then I heard they was too. Why do they put onion and garlic in the? It says sea salt and spices and celery, dried onion, dried garlic. Why you put dried onion, garlic, and paprika and celery in the dang peanuts? See, garlic makes my stomach sick, but I guess it's in there. It says dried garlic and dried onion in these peanuts, but how the hell? I don't taste it in there, but it says it's in there.
Show this to Jeff. See if he's. See, is this Cody?
He can't see it though. It ain't gonna show up. I can't get that to. I mean, let me shut the green screen off and see if that'll work. You shut the green screen off. Still ain't gonna work, is it? Let's see. You see that picture, Jeff? That's a guy sitting in a truck beside us at the traffic light. I looked over there and I said, "There goes Cody, Francis." She said, "I'm gonna take a picture of it and show you." To ask Jeff, he said, "That Cody?" It was 10 o'clock p.m. Was that 10 o'clock at 10 o'clock? We wasn't out at 10 o'clock at night when we took that. I don't watch this thing. Isn't heavy enough? You saying he's fatter than that? They're gonna kick your butt. I'm glad you said that. I ain't gonna talk about him. He's already mad at me, and I ain't done nothing to him. So I truthfully don't know how you can get mad at somebody for somebody saying that people sit in a chair. If he thinks he's the only one that sits in a chair, I don't know. I don't know where that come from, but and my friend Rattletrap said he said I thought everybody sit in a chair. You and CP aren't real friendly right now.
Huh?
Wow. lot of people are fighting on here. I don't know why. I was on their channel the other day and talking about a bunch of people. I didn't get in the middle of it because they're both my friends, and the person running the live stream and the people he's talking about my friends both, and I ain't gonna get in the middle of it. And my friend, the other friend Jeff in the Rivers in there, and he said, I'm staying out of it too. And I just don't want to get into that stuff because, like I said, I didn't do nothing wrong. Everybody's mad, and I don't want nobody mad at me. Not this ain't between. See, there's about 6 or 7 channels mad at me, Jeff. I guess. Well, they're not mad because if I go in the chat and say hi to them, they'll say hi. And one of them barely says hi at all. And they all, every one of them used to come in here, but they won't come in here anymore. And one of them was a member, and he don't come in here anymore. But if I go over in his live, I moderate, treats me right. But I don't know, none of them want to come in here and talk to me. And they all won't come in here all cause this happened. There's like 6 or 7 channels. They won't come in my lives anymore, and I don't know why. And 3 of them are women, and like 4 or 5 of them's men.
This Pug.
Pug Facing Media, welcome, buddy. Fighting is normal, even in Bible streams. I see people fighting. Yeah, they don't even know the whole story, and they're siding with one person. They shouldn't be mad at me. I ain't done nothing to them. And like, just say, like this other person's mad at somebody, right? But he's my friend. He runs a live stream. He's mad at another person that's my friend that comes in here. I'm not going to get in the middle of it. I'm not going to take sides. I'm still going to go on both their streams. I don't think that's right because you think somebody said something about you. So you go telling everybody else, and then people get mad at you. Why are they taking his side and fighting with him and won't come in my chat? What does that got to do with me? If they're my friend too, they still should come in my chat. Why are they fighting him? Because I haven't done anything to them. But they'll speak to me in the other chats, but they won't come in here anymore. And it really hurts my feelings and really bothers me. But I don't understand why. And I try to be nice to them. And I go in their lives, the ones that runs lives, but they won't come in here. And I don't understand why. Because we're all outdoor channels. Every one of these outdoor channels, and we should stick together. All us hunting, fishing, trapping, and outdoor channels should stick together. But they won't come in here anymore. And I just don't know why. Loki, LB, welcome. Appreciate you coming in, man. When the one person is mad at you goes everywhere drowning you, it tends to stick with a few. See, that shouldn't be, though. They should come in here anyway. It doesn't matter.
Life is too short.
They shouldn't come in here. People shouldn't be mad at you for what somebody else said. And you shouldn't.
That is true. Life is too short. That is true.
And the one person that said he was mad at me said he wasn't mad at me when he came here. He said, I'm not really mad. I'm just upset. And they never come back no more. But the other people shouldn't get mad at you. Because if you're their friend too, it shouldn't have nothing to do with it. It's good to have you in there tonight, Pugface Media. If I got mad at someone because they're mad at someone else, I'd have to unsub everyone. See there? That's what I'm saying. I stay neutral as much as possible. The other people shouldn't be mad at me because I never done nothing to them, and the person that's mad at me, I didn't do nothing to him. And all it was said was, some people do their live stream sitting in a chair in their living room, and Rice Trapping heard it, and TJ Smith heard it. And Rice Trapping said, I think everybody sits in their chair, don't they, buddy? Now, why would you get mad about that? I assume it's you when I wasn't talking about nobody in general. Backroads and Bass, I'm pissed at you, Patient Trucker said. Sometimes people spread lies and others believe those lies. See, if I lied and told someone you talk crap
Get
about
it
someone,
in the line.
they would believe it
Mr.
probably. It's pretty
Trucker.
drama we don't have time for. Yeah, see, I want everybody to like me, though. You know, I want to get along with everybody. And I run a good channel. I run a decent, clean channel. And I don't like people coming in talking garbage. And there's still some little bit of stuff going on in here in the chat. People say stuff out of place, to some of the women, and people say stuff to Francis that I don't think is appropriate. And stuff, just little comments that they laugh off and think it's okay, but it bothers me, And I don't say anything. I try to let a lot of stuff slide. But, I try to run a good chat. I try to treat everybody good, and I don't think anybody should be mad at me. Because I would do anything to keep all my friends, and I would do anything. And if I had stuff to give, I'd give everybody something. I mean, I'd give somebody before I would take something from them, and I try to treat everybody good like I want to be treated. I never meant to make anybody mad, and I never mention anybody's name when I'm talking. So he was seeing certain people stop coming to the stream all of a sudden. And I was just hoping someone would pop back in here one day, and I could say, hey, good to see you back in here again. I'm sorry if there was a misunderstanding. I'm glad to have you back. But they won't even come back in so you can say anything to them. And, I don't know why people can't message somebody on Facebook and work it all out or something, because we're all adults. But I just think all the channels should stick together. If you want mine, and he was kind of on the outside with a bigger channel. He was on the outside with a bigger channel, and I thought throwing you under the bus would help him back in. See, that's wrong. There's a few things that was said in here, and I let it slide. And I didn't get mad about them. Sometimes people say the wrong thing in the chat. And especially with the women in the chat because they don't appreciate it, or with Francis, I get upset because I try to run a decent channel. If somebody's in here talking dirty to a lady in here, I don't want to make somebody mad, but I've seen them do it on the channel and people's got blocked for that. But I don't say anything. I'm not getting mad at people. I'm not mad at nobody. And the people that block me and stuff, I ain't blocked them. And if they come in here, the wrench is still on, far as I know. Because they blocked me, because I ain't blocked nobody. Now I'm still subscribed to the other person that supposedly blocked me. I'm still subscribed to him. If that tells you anything. I haven't unsubscribed to them. I haven't unsubscribed to none of the 6 or 7 people that don't come in here. I'm still subscribed to every one of them. Still got the bell on. So what's that tell you? And if it wasn't for showing their names, I could go to their channels right now and pop it up on my share the screen, and I could show you I'm still subscribed to them and show you I ain't lying. But I don't want to post no names. And actually, I've been going in the other channels and I've been saying hi to a few people, and they'll say hi back to me, the ones that don't come in here, just to see if they'll say hi. My mouth gets me in trouble if I'm not talking to you. I don't like you. I'm harmless though. I like to joke around. I like to have fun. That's what my daddy always said. I think I've told you all this before. My daddy always said, if somebody don't like you, they won't mess with you. If they joking with you and picking on you, that means they like you. He said, if somebody don't joke with you, then they don't like you. They'll just leave you alone. If you know if they're picking on you and then they're joking with you, you know they like you. Well, I try not to say too much anymore about it, but it still bugs me. That's why, occasionally I'll bring it up when the right thing comes along, because it still bothers me in the back of my mind. It bugs me. And to them, it don't bother them. They could care less, but it bothers me. And like I said, I haven't unsubscribed to nobody. And the thing, people don't want to work things out. And it's to their advantage to work it out, because you get more subscribers, you get shout outs, you get welcome, you gain more people by coming in other people's chats. And like Michael Benton, I got him like 75 or 80 people. So about 80 people probably right now. He went from 194 to 270 some people. So wouldn't that benefit you by coming in my channel? You might gain 75 subscribers. So why would you want to get mad at somebody that can help you? You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying. And I've always been a good friend to have, because I'll do anything for anybody and I treat everybody good, and I'm a good friend to have. So I would be in a lot more trouble. Well, it's a sport down here. I can't answer all of the world pug face media, but they're the best, what they call them, the ones that, what they call it, do the tournaments. They have to catch and release, because they weigh them in and they take and release them. And people want to catch the bigger bass, like the 7, 8, 9, 10 pound, 6 pound, anything above 5 pound, I'd say. But you catch a lot of the 1 pound bass down here. You catch a lot of the 1 and 2 pounders. Anytime you catch over 3, you think you're doing halfway decent. If you catch a 4, you're really doing pretty good. If you catch anything over 5 and over is really good. And largemouth bass ain't the best fish in the tasting anyway. Just like he said, Rich Fitzgerald, welcome. Injections, welcome, buddy. And all the bass fishermen want to catch and release the big fish, especially, so they can reproduce and catch, and somebody else can catch that trophy bass, because they got a thing called trophy catch. Or if you catch a bass over 8 pounds, you get your picture taken, you get all kinds of prizes and you get stuff. But we got this one butthole out here that keeps all the 5 and 6 pounders that he catches till he's cleaned out the lake, and that's your producing fish too. So, and I don't think bass taste the best. I mean, I'd rather eat a catfish or tilapia all day long. I don't like to eat bass anyway. They're not the best eating fish. And nobody hardly keeps bass around here. Unless you get one. Huh?
See that? What Willie's doing?
What about? Send it to Milton. And they'll wait and see Milton the next time. Show it to him.
I'm sure that to them.
No, you can't put it on there. I thought bass taste great. I've eaten bass in the ocean. They taste great. Maybe, I don't know, that's sea bass. Sea bass may be different now. I don't know. I can't really say. They got a fish market here in town. I think I've got a few bass out of it. They were all right, I think. But like I said, I don't know. I ain't went up there and bought no fish for a long time, though. I ain't had my deep fryer hooked up for a long time. We was getting a lot of these fish and bred them in this Zactorains, some kind of a breading mix. It's got cornmeal in it, Zactorains, and throw them in the deep fryer. She'd bread them up, and the fish tasted really good in the deep fryer. But I haven't ate any for a long time. We got some tilapia in the freezer, and they've been in there for a while. We haven't ate them. I was eating them all the time. Actually, you can fry them in the skillet if you put a little bit of enough grease in the skillet, about an inch or two in the grease in the skillet, and you can just turn them over and bread them and put them in the skillet. For instance, you can fry fish too. My mama used to fry fish in the skillet. Max was a big mouth bass. They say those crappie and specks are really good. That's another good eating fish. Somebody said bait the hook said bluegills are good. You fry them up. That's another good eating fish. But or brim. Those yellow striped perch are good up north too. I love the walleye northern pike though. They were very good. Gave you a thumbs up, buddy. I appreciate that, Rex. Appreciate you being here, man. I wish you could hear my lab snoring next to me. You got a yellow lab or a black lab? Black labs are good dogs. It's not the right Rex. I don't know who. Where is it there? I don't know why I'm not getting your notifications, Rex. I'm subscribed to you. I see you put a video up 5 days ago. I'm not getting anything.
Black ones are the best.
Black lab, shaking the windows. I don't know why I'm not getting your notifications, Rex. I just don't know why I'm not getting them. I see you put up a video 5 days ago, and I'm not even I didn't even get that notification. What I'm going to do is unsubscribe to you, Rex. Subscribe back and hope that fixes it, because I don't know. I'm going to subscribe, so don't think I ain't been subscribed to you. I'm going to subscribe, and then we'll subscribe back, because I'm not getting anything from you. So it's going to show I'm subscribed, just now subscribing to you, but I've already been subscribed. I'm going to leave you a comment too, because I'm not getting anything. Got a black and tan. Because I want to support the other people supporting me, but I can't. I'm not getting anything. Got a nice black and tan there. Looks like what my daddy used to have. Oh. Okay. That sounds hideous. I caught a rooster fish, and it tasted like a cross between human flesh and tire rubber. Ooh. I put up 2 videos. Did you see Jeff's new videos, Francis? So we didn't get his notification either, did we? I don't know what's going on then. Didn't get notifications on them either, Jeff. We sure didn't get a notification on them. Nothing. I get all kinds of stuff popping up on the phone. She does, but I didn't get anything. Oh, Ace Catfishing said he sent us for some bait shop, something page group on Facebook. He said he sent it to us. Did you get it today? To see if you want to join it or not. Oh, there's Jeff right there. I gotta watch. See, his notifications are on, but I'm not getting. We're gonna have to go there. I like them new stickers you got, Jeff. I like those. I went to a local print shop here. It's a sign shop, and they're printing us up some cards. and she ordered a couple mugs there, or not mugs, but the glasses, or the metal glasses, I guess, cups, or not cups, they're the tumblers or whatever.
Gray thing, whatever.
But I asked them about the stickers, and actually, they said they have to get different signs, different sizes of them. But they told me they get stickers are like about $1 a piece. Because I showed him what I messaged that guy that you got yours from. I think they come out like I think he told me how much they were. I was just on my thing there. I forget what he told me the price was, 40 or 50 of them for $40 some or something like, or I don't know what it was, about $1 and something a piece. And I asked the guy, he said, I can do them in the shop up here about the same price, depending on what size you want, and you can get them locally. But I don't know what kind of stickers I want or what I want them to look like. But send me down a couple of your stickers, Jeff, when you get time. If you still got my address, I'll put one of them on the truck or something, and I don't know. I need to get another truck one day, but 5x3s, 3x5s,
5x3s.
5 inches long, 3 inches high. Okay. Because I don't know if you've seen them ones Catfish Terry's got. His are little tiny round ones. His ain't very big. They're like 3x3s or something. I didn't get no stickers, Rex. I got some cards. She got like the business cards, and they say Rattletrap Fishing on them on the front, and a bass like our emblem. And then you turn them over. They got our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube on the back of them listed.
Who's this? I think you got it.
But I want to get the stickers, but we spent a bunch of money getting the cards and stuff. And he said he wanted to get she wanted to get some cards. What she wants to do with the cards is we got like 3 stores down here that said that we could put our cards in them, and she wants to lay them around. I don't know what good they're going to do, but one of them like a bait store, and one of them's or like a fish and tackle store, and one of them's a couple places lay them around, see if they do any good. We got this bit of store down here that's used to be like a clothing store or outdoor store, and it had a little bit of fishing stuff in it. They're expanding now. They got a lot of worms and frogs and stuff. They're getting real big. They don't sell live bait or anything, but this store's opening up and they're expanding. It's getting to be a big store and not everybody knows about it yet. So I want to try to get them some business, because they're turning into where they got more fishing stuff than anybody else in this town. It's going to turn into a big store, and they're going to make it bigger and bigger. What are you saying?
He said, "Go kiss my butt."
We'll bring it here.
I don't want to do it right in front of
Oh, stick it up.
audience.
Stick it up here in the camera. Stick them cheeks up here.
I was messing around. I just joking, Jeff. I just joking.
Did you send him both? Oh, they don't send. You can't send. Oh, show them cards. Can you hold a picture up, or they send us a picture of them? Can you do that and show Jeff the card? Maybe you can do it that way. The way where they printed our cards.
I'm just trying to send it to him, and won't let me.
They got it protected some way. Like you can't save the picture they sent us to prove for the cards, because they got a copyright protection on it or something. So when you try to save the picture, it says this picture can't be saved. You have to get permission from the thing, so we can't send the picture out. But they sent us a thing where she approved it for the print of the cards, and She might be able to hold it up where you can see it. One side's got her, like I said, all of her addresses on it for the channels, and the other side's got her like business cards. We're getting like 1,000 of them. And
Wrong one.
the front of it's got the Rattletrap fishing and the bass on it, and the back's got our 3 like business cards. And she wanted to get them. I don't know why she bought them, so put around the stores.
Here. I just joking,
I don't know if
Jeff.
I can hold it up there or not, or it'll work for me or not. I gotta wait till it focuses. This thing's delayed, Francis. See, I got it up there and it ain't even showed yet.
You know I'm just joking, Jeff.
There's a delay on it. How long is it gonna take for this to come up? I'm not gonna. I can't tell where to hold it at, babe. So I'm gonna,
He's mad at me because you know I'm just joking. I think he left because I was joking.
can't get this up there where it'll show. Can you focus this in? There it is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, can't get them up there right. There it is. The front's got the fish on it. That's the back of the card. It says, I don't know why it blanked out. It blanked out on me. It says route. It's got all 3 of our channels on the back. That's the back of the card. I don't know if y'all seen it or not. But anyway, that's the back of the card, and with the 3 channels on the water, the card. So when I send stuff out, I'll probably throw one or 2 of them in the box. Like if I send out a hat or a shirt or something, I'll probably throw one of the cards in the box when I get them or something too. A lot of people just throw cards away, though. You know, people don't keep them, but she got them mostly just to put in stores around here. He said you're wanting him to kiss your butt.
I was talking to Curtis. Curtis said, what? What are you saying?
Don't be Jeff Paul now.
And I said, he wants Curtis to kiss my butt.
There's lips in, like Flo puts in there. My StreamYard went off, babe. Up here, see it? I don't have it at the top. I don't have my log off because it went off somewhere. I don't know where it went. Everything, the whole top of the panel went off. Can you think I can get back in it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. I gotta go back over here on why it done that. I don't know how I'm still showing up, but I am.
Oh, it's popping up.
Now it's on the twice.
Keep that on.
Well, this one. That one's up.
Streamer is still going this end.
It won't go off though. You can't take it off. I can't take it off, Francis. It's echoing. Hello. Now I. Well, still, my voice is going through there though. See, it's echoing. I can't get that one off. How am I going to get that off?
I say take this one off and put this one back on.
I can't get it off. Hello. Still echo. So that could not do that. See, with this one muted, it's still doing that. It's muted. I can't. Either one, I can't do it. There's two of them up there. Hello. My voice should be coming through there. There ain't no way. Hello. My voice is coming through. I'm still watching. Go lay down a bit.
Okay.
I guess it's working on one end because I can't tell. Hello. I don't hear nothing.
You wanna get off? Good.
Well, looks like Pug Face Media is going to get off. Well, no, he said he's going to lay down. Jeff said no. Well, what time is it? 3 o'clock? Yeah, I need to get off. We've been on 3 hours and 20 minutes. I guess I'm going to go ahead and shut down, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all hanging out with Backroads and Bass. We're good to have you, buddy. You're a good guy, Backroads and Bass. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, there's. Did he get the other message we sent him? Backroads. Yeah, I that other he got it where the answer back row run the
I don't know. I have to look.
okay. Those okay. Yeah, the same size will be okay. But same size on both. What color do we?
He said he would.
Yeah, the same size will be okay. But
He said he urged on.
when they got a black and large, they want we left. But I don't like black. Black might go right in wintertime. I don't like black though.
No.
But black's all right. I might wear them in the wintertime. I can't wear them here in the summertime.
We got it hard.
Hello. I don't know why it's still showing up. I promised a lot of shirts and have to see. The one I already sent you is gray. Gray or black, yeah. Gray's great, yeah. Just black. You can't wear black down in the summertime because it's so
Here,
hot.
this is what we have. I'm going to show you back row the back.
But I wanted that's what she asked you how much they are. Was she wanted to get two, so that's why I asked you what how much they was.
Is this be okay for you? Back row.
That's black, right? That's all we got
No.
left is black, though. That's all we
It's
got.
not black.
That's not what color is it? What is it? Blue?
I think so.
Gray. Dark gray?
And that gray.
I ain't big. I only gave away a couple shirts because I don't. My shirt cost me so dang much. Time I ship them out, my shirts are expensive. I don't know. Maybe because of what they charged me, I had to buy the shirts and I had to pay for the printing, and I had to pay
This
a
is
setup
a
fee on
large.
them, and then the shipping it cost me. I don't even make anything on mine.
It ain't black.
I don't even make. I don't really make anything. I was sending my shirts out for $20-some a piece, and
I gotta wait for his so I can send this one out for back row.
I wasn't making anything on them. I was just making the advertising. But I got like two extra large in black that nobody's bought yet. So if I don't sell them, I'm going to have to give them away online. The bad thing about it is I hate giving them shirts away because they don't have sizes for everybody. So everybody ain't going to be able to enter the contest. because I only got certain sizes, and I think I got one 2X left in black or something. So that's bad. What's bad though, the people that wear large or 4X or 3X, or I never had anybody order 3X, so I don't know what to do when I have the contest, when I'm giving stuff away online. I guess why I'm going to have to do it. I said, well, if anybody wears a 2X, put a 1 in the chat if you want to enter or whatever, or extra large, because I ain't going to have the other sizes to give away. But I hate to do that because it kind of limits the people down at enter, and I figure bad for the other people. But I got these extra shirts I want to get rid of. If nobody's going to buy them, I got to give them away or something, because there's no sense in me keeping them around here. But my shirts, time I get them made up and everything, that cost me like I don't know, about $17 or $18 time I get them made up a piece, and we'll send them out for $25 with shipping. The shipping's like $5 or $6. So I'm not really making anything on the shirts. I'm just doing, that's the thing about them. When I give them away, I'm giving away about, you might as well say, a $20 gift with shipping and everything. I'm giving away about a $20 shirt when I give one away. And I can't, but the reason I like mine, because they put YouTube on them here. If you order them online, they won't put YouTube. When this place puts YouTube on them, they cost me a little bit more. But and then the 4X shirts, they cost more if you order them from this place over here. Now, if you go to Walmart, they don't cost you much more. But I ain't been in Walmart since February. And the only place that's got the 4X and the 3X is Walmart. I checked Target and everywhere else. The biggest they go is like 2X. And you can find a large. I've never had anybody order a medium. The only one shirts I've sold is large, extra large, and 2X. And I sold a few 4X ones. But the other sizes I ain't sold any of. I never had nobody order 3X. I never had anybody order mediums. So I don't know how I'm going to do them online. I thought I ain't going to have time to do it for my contest now. I thought about ordering a couple other shirts off the line, just giving them away. But I wouldn't have time to get them printed by the time I got them shipped here for my next contest. So I don't want them going to do. I guess I'll just have to give away the ones I want. And the only other thing I got to give away is a few worms and stuff like that. And packs. Ace Catfish, he said he was going to come on and give away a couple things. I don't know what he's giving away, though. He said something about pod holders and stuff, too. I don't know, but. And then people do it different. Some people have you pick a number in the chat, and whoever gets the closest number, they win. Some people use a spinner, and some people use the hat to draw out of. So there's like 3 ways that people, pick out the things. I played trivia one time. I had people cutting up points, but I never really gave away a prize for that. People like the trivia game, though. But I ain't done that since. But I'd like to figure out some different things to kind of build up my chat and build up my panel. I had a good panel tonight, but it don't happen every time I'm on. So I just wish there was a way for me to get shirts without going to Walmart. But I have to, like I said, the time I order them, it take me a week to get them, and then another week to get them printed up or so, and it just takes too long. Because they got their shirt orders ahead of me, and mine's are small orders. When I order shirts, I only order 2 or 3 at a time. And they got to set up the machine, put my thing on there for 2 or 3 shirts. They like doing big orders, like 15, 25 shirts at a time. Man, they don't like. That's the trouble. You always get stuck with a few sizes, and you can't get rid of them, and everybody don't wear them sizes. See, what I'm stuck with is large, extra large. Mostly, I only got 1 large, but I got two extra larges left in black, I think, and I got one 2XL. I think it might be black. I don't know. And Flo, he wanted a black shirt, and Rice Trapping is supposed to get a black shirt, and somebody else got a black shirt. And I tried to talk Flo out of the black shirt because it's so hot down here, but that's what kind he wanted. But I didn't have to charge him postage because he come picked his up. So I didn't have to charge him shipping. So I took that whatever $6 off or whatever it was. But I'm kind of losing money because I'm giving some of them away. Like I said, when you got like $15 or $16 in the shirt, printing and buying it and everything, then you're kind of losing. I'm giving away like a $20 every time. It kind of, I'm after shipping them and buying a shirt and having printers coming out of the pocket. It's kind of, I ain't made anything. I went in the hole. The worms are a lot cheaper to send because worms about depends on what kind you get. They got these peanut butter and jelly worms down here. They're like $7 and some a pack. The Gary Yamamotos, and they're really supposed to be good, but they're like $7 some pack. A lot of your worms are like $5.49, $5.99 a pack. Then you ship them out. You can ship them probably for $4 or $5. So you've only got 11, but still you send out a pack of worms, it costs you about $11. Anything over 13 ounces, you can send first class. Comes out a little cheaper, but I found out I could send a T-shirt for under, or had either one for usually, but it depends on how far you're shipping it. A lot of them orders are going out to California or Wisconsin or somewhere, and it goes by the size of the box, it goes by the distance, and it goes by the weight. So the further off you send them, the more it costs. And that's what I found out. So I got to get a couple people's address because they want a hat and a shirt together, and the hats I have to send in a box. The shirts I can send in an envelope, but I don't want the hats to get scored, so I have to send them in a box. If I throw the shirt in there with it, it's going to be over the first class postage price, so I don't know what it's going to cost me. So I'm going to have to get them a flat rate. Because if I send them the shirt, it's one price, and I send the hat, it's another shipping price. And I want to try, if I'm putting them both in the same envelope, I want to try to save the people some money. So I want to take, whatever comes out, knock $3 or $4 off or whatever, and try to put them both there together and hope I can give them a better deal. But I'm going to have to get them weighed to see and get their address. And like Rice Trappings, he's clear out in Washington, so that's about as far as you can get from me because I'm clear down in Florida, and Washington's above California, so it's going to cost a lot to send it out there. Well, I'm figuring, so I don't know what's happening. I have to get him to send me his address first so I can box it all up, take it to the post office, have it weighed because I don't have my own scale, which I need a scale. I was going to buy one off of eBay, one of the postal scales, digital ones, and I could weigh my stuff myself, then kind of figure the postage by going online on a postage calculator and doing it that way. But I never did get the scale ordered. Every time I bid on one on there, somebody always went over top of me on the bid. So I kind of gave up on getting a digital scale. And I don't do enough eBay or anything to mess with it. I need to do some eBay because I got a lot of stuff around here I need to sell and send out. And for my old workshop, I got a lot of electronic testers and CVs and stuff I need to box up. But if it costs me to list them, and if I don't sell them, I don't know. Because I've got a lot of electronic test equipment and a lot of CVs and stuff there. A lot of that stuff will sell on eBay, but it's just a thing of I don't know. I got about probably 1,000 or 1,500 Hot Wheels. I got a lot of loose ones. I got some older, the ones that are worth money, the older Hot Wheels. Like I got a lot of 70s, 80s, and 90s Hot Wheels in early 2000s. I've got some on the card. I mean, I got tons of them. Some of them are worth money, but I don't know who to sell them to. It's going to be hard to get money out of. I mean, even Hot Wheels new cost $1 a piece, but shoot, if I got 1,000 of them, I ain't going to get nobody to buy them. And some of them's worth money. If you try to sell them for some of them's worth $15 a piece. Some of them are treasure hunts and all that. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know who'd want. I don't know anybody would want Hot Wheels. So some of them I could probably give away, ship them out, but I don't know anybody that collects them or whatever. Or somebody had kids that would want them or something. But the ones that ain't, I don't think it's got any value that are like the $1, $2 cars that haven't went up. I could probably give some of them away because most of the kids are just going to open them up and tear them up anyway. They don't know like the value. Say it's a $10 car or some collector's one, or some of them's going to value. People don't know. I got a book to look all that stuff up in, but so I don't know. I thought about going on my community tab and just seeing what people thought I should do for suggestions to build up or what people want to see on here, and what they want me to do on my channel and stuff like that for on the live streams and stuff. What people want, get different opinions because I don't know. Well, it looks like everybody quit talking. Looks like the chat's going down, so I guess I'll get ready to sign off. I guess we'll drop down to 3 people. I guess everybody's tired of hearing me or something because it seems like everybody's going out and nobody's chatting. So I don't even know who else left in here now. I had Pugface Medium, Back Roads and Bass, and Fish and Trucker in here, and I don't know who all's still in here. Jeff said he was going to bed, so I guess he'd already left, so he didn't hear what I said. Okay. Yeah, but are you still here, Back Roads and Bass? I don't know who's still in here with me. I always like to go fishing with a lot of you guys and meet y'all and everything. It'd really be nice, but I don't reckon that's going to happen with a lot of them because it's a situation I can't. Got a good enough vehicle and the funds and all that to travel and everything. I wish I could because I'd sure like to meet a lot of people, and shake their hand and get collaboration with them and meet and go fishing with it. It'd really be nice. Some good people out here, some good channels, and appreciate it. Like to fish with Backroads and go fishing with him, meet him, and some good channels out here. I don't know. He didn't. I guess Backroads already left. He ain't saying nothing. I wanted to hang on for a couple of minutes, see who somebody says something, see if anybody's going to answer me. Backroads, you still here, bud? Well, let's see. I don't know who's still here. I guess the Backroads and Bass left. I was going. Okay, then. If you're already left, then I don't know. I guess Backroads already left. I was going to tell him something, but if he's already left, then okay. Well, then, I guess I'll get off here since everybody's got quiet. Jeff said he left, so I don't know who all's still hanging here. Y'all have a good night. And talk to y'all later then. Appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all hanging with us. Y'all have a good night out there. And we'll talk at you later. We've been on 3 hours and 41 minutes almost. Lower I planned on being on. It's 3:20 in the morning. Okay, whoever's still hanging with me, I appreciate you hanging till the end. Y'all have a good night. Nobody say anything, so I don't know who it is, but good night, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Night night.